Okay, let's see. I'll tell you, I updated OBS because it's
Mm.
giving me a hard time, and it does have a couple nice things in here. While we are streaming in OBS, I have other little windows where I can see how many concurrent viewers we have, chat rate, stuff like that, and I can actually see the chat where I couldn't do that before.
Awesome. Nice.
So,
Nice. I tried streaming and it was just not working out for me. So I just recorded a video and posted it.
I haven't done it in ages.
okay, so
I think the
Erica, you
last
let me
time I
know if we're
tried to
actually
visit it,
live,
it was pre-COVID or during COVID.
just so I know.
What about COVID? Let's not bring COVID back.
That was when I like the last time I was using OBS.
Ah,
I haven't streamed my video games in so long. We
I
are
just
live.
started
Okay, we
today.
are
I
live. Excellent.
posted. Yay! I posted my first video playing Call of Duty. I failed epically for 40 minutes. It was wonderful.
That's what's fun to watch, right?
Yeah, sure.
Okay, so ladies, let's start open discussion and reviewing what transpired last time to refresh all of our memories, to bring Rin up to speed, and we can get started from there.
Cool.
So,
Bye bye.
so Erica,
I'm still here. I'm still here.
you are our backup note taker. So,
Yes.
what can you
So,
tell us?
I can tell you that I have my notes right here. Everyone was pretty much hurting at the beginning of the session, except Balfour. We were able to loot some bodies that we had killed from the. Were they orcs? What were
I
they?
believe they were
Mhm.
orcs or kobolds. I
Yeah,
think they were
orcs.
orcs.
They're orcs. hmm We got some spears and some goodies. Um, we took note of the 6 female orcs that were in the kitchen. And we likely don't want to be seen by them since we were all like dying, but we were trying to sneak out and we were seen anyway. So we ran toward the exit of the cave. We approached the first patch of trees that we had Malachi scan for good and evil previously. He rescanned the second half of that set of trees, told us we were likely safe to hide out in there. We hid out in the trees, and Rayla and Malachi decided to use this kind of opportune moment where we were all hidden and the orc ladies were standing out front of the cave there. Um, and Rayla took them all out.
Oh
All of
yeah,
them.
she started unleashing arrows.
All of
Yeah,
them.
yeah.
All on her own.
Proud moment of
Getting
mine.
nat 20s and high damage rolls and
Wiped out all the orcs.
unleashed the fury.
Though who entangled them? It was
Oh, that's
yeah.
fair. Rin, you
Yeah.
helped.
Yeah,
Yeah, yeah, you were there.
I
You
was about
helped.
to say.
yeah, that was Licia. Yeah, with
You
entangle.
hold, you held them down while I finished them off.
Yep.
That seems to be
Um,
the MO of this group, by the way. We talked about that. Entangle them
hold
and
them
then
in.
just slaughter them.
Let's see. Edge of the woods. They had their weapons drawn, which is why we come out. We did a little bit of site prep to camp in the woods, but Pacifica went patrolling the edge to keep us safe. Rayla started using her bag of things, looking for her tent. Um,
I
4
forgot
hours.
about that.
4 hours it took her to get the tent.
Yep. She pulled out a pole, a periscope, a
I pulled out the
large
horse.
book, a quill,
Pulled
an
out
ink, a horse with the bridle. Oh yeah, everything came out until we got to the tent. The Pacifica didn't return from his patrol, and a few of the more HP heavy characters, those of us not hurting, went out to find him. He was calling out to show he was calling out to make a group of goblins that he had found come out into the open so he could slay them on his own. This was about to cause a ruckus. They were able to get him back, convinced him to stop and help us set up camp. We picked our rotation of watch for the night. In the morning, we returned to the cave to see what happened in the night. We see and ignore some kobolds on our way. And in doing so, I wrote a weekend at Bernie's shenanigan
Yes.
ensues.
We
And we
took the
find
orc's
nothing.
hand and waved, and then we both danced with the orc.
Well, we
body
saw
trying-
kobolds coming up or something, and so we
Yeah, some
hoisted
kobolds were
one of the dead
crossing.
orcises.
Yeah, so to like not, yeah, exactly. We dragged the rest of the bodies back into the cave with us, and there was nothing on them when we looted them, and I'm pretty sure that's kind of where we left off.
It
Excuse
is.
me.
Correct
That
me if
is
I'm wrong. Okay,
Nope.
No,
we
you just
basically
left
are
them.
holding the dead body, and the other corpses are in front of us.
cool. Yeah, that's how things went. The weekend of Bernie stuff at the end was a little dark. It was a little messed up, but it was great.
We were trying to use orcish too to make them think that it was the orc talking, so that way they wouldn't come up to us. So far, it hasn't worked.
So the weekend
No,
at Bernie
but we
thing.
don't know if they're going to do anything about it. Like, are they just going to continue on, or are they going to come and investigate? We don't
Well,
know.
remember, 2 of them split. There's 4 of them in total. 2 of them split from the party and went somewhere else.
That is
so
not in my
I
notes.
have
I'm
me a
glad you
little
remember that.
concerned. But who knows? Maybe my dice will be nice to me tonight, and I can take them all out.
Okay, so the weekend at Bernie things, clarify or refresh that for me. It was something to the effect of you guys drag these 3 inside. You guys can see the map? Okay.
Okay.
You
It's not opening for me for some reason.
It just opened for me.
I took the arm and waved with it.
Right,
and
so,
then
so they essentially picked up one of the dead orcs, like held it up like weekend at Bernie's, and waved her arm. Yeah, that kind of that's the weekend at Bernie's.
Oh,
Alright, I got
I'm
the map.
familiar with
Sorry
the
about that.
weekend at Bernie's.
And then
Map is all set for me.
Balfir was the last. We did have to state what our marching order was when we entered the cave again. And Balfir is watching our 6 because he doesn't like the idea of knowing that there are some kobolds wandering around, knowing that we're likely in here. So he wants to kind of keep an eye on the door.
He's always the
Yeah.
I'll be the last to engage kind of guy.
Well, he has
Now, Libra and I,
6 hit
Libra,
points. AC is 8.
Libra and Rayla still have one of the dead orcs over our arms. Don't forget.
Nothing weird
Being
about
all-
that at all. We're all good.
Totally
Alright,
nothing.
So,
weird about that.
so I do stand corrected, Felicia, as you did cast Entangle. So that has been used for this calendar day. Has Cure Light Wounds been used as well?
Hold on, for this
Not from this calendar day.
Yeah.
No, we
No, no,
slept. We
we used
slept.
it yesterday.
Should be
Oh,
good.
okay, that's right. So she does
Yeah.
have Entangle back.
Everyone should have all their spells.
Okay. That's what I thought, but
Yeah.
when you guys started talking about Entangle.
Well, yeah, because that's what she used the day before when
Okay.
the orcs were trying to come at us.
Gotcha.
Yeah, we didn't go back to the cave till the next morning.
Okay.
Yeah.
So
We had to deal with this everything.
we are starting here on the map that you all can see. Reminding everyone that blue is Malachi there, and I'll say position with a pole position, position 1. Actually, it's not pole position, but anyway, that's position 1. Yellow is Licia, so she's up front as well. Then in green we have Libra, the druid. To the right is purple, which is Rayla. You're a fighter cleric.
Ranger cleric.
Yeah, sorry, Ranger. She always corrects me on that too, and good for you. Next row back, we have pink, which is Muriel, the magic user elfin person. And then, not lastly, then we have orange next to that, which is Pacifica, her charmed friend. And lastly, pulling up the rear is Balfir the Thief in black. The 3 red dots are representative of the 3 dead orcs, which you ladies have dragged in here, because you didn't want to leave them outside as evidence of your shenanigans.
We also wanted to loot them in peace.
Yeah, the looting was important.
It is. So, Muriel, what does your shirt say? ADHD, what does it say?
ADHD and D.
Okay.
And
I
then
love it.
I roll a 1.
Yeah.
And then it says roll for concentration.
I love that's amazing.
Yep.
Okay. Ready?
It was a gift.
Set,
Let's go party.
go. Okay. Do I need to describe anything?
Uh,
we need to know if those kobolds came back or if they're still
Balfir's
following.
keeping an
Well,
eye
first
on
of all-
the door. He's not
First of all,
outside, but he'll
someone
let
should-
us know if he sees them. Sorry.
Someone should see if there's any more, because to see if there's any more orcs in that area.
Yeah.
It should be as
Maybe
quiet as
Malachi
we
can
possibly
peek.
can. Okay. Yeah. Okay. So Malachi is gonna turn to the left or whatever. I'm guessing to see if he sees anyone there. I'm suspicious of that brown dot that I see.
Do you guys have
Uh-huh.
any sort of illumination?
There is a torch
two
going
torches.
off right in
Are
front
those
of him.
2 torches right in front of him?
Okay, well, I wasn't sure you guys had your own.
No.
Okay, so
Besides those 2 torches, no.
Malachi can only see that far.
Okay.
That chandelier not lit.
That's a good call, Erica.
Malachi is the
So
okay.
Malachi can see that far.
Okay, so what does Malachi see with the beautiful chandelier illuminating the worst things?
I'll grant him 10 feet. Yeah, that's about right. So he sees. Thank you for that, Erica.
Sorry. Well, actually.
Come on, there's
See,
2
and,
orcs.
and that's why, and like that's where like dynamic lighting comes in like a real VTT.
Malachi stops.
So much work
Malachi-
to set up.
Malachi stops, says, "Stop and shut up, everyone. I see 2 orcs over there." He just freezes where he is. Are they
What are they
Do they
doing?
see? I'm guessing they freaking see us because we can see them. They can see us, kind of thing. Right,
Only if
Dan?
you stood
Well,
out
in
around the
terms
corner.
of distance or vision, presumably so, but you don't know. You can't really ascertain if they've noticed you, short of them taking some, overt action. But they seem
What
to
are
be,
they doing?
They seem to be just tending to the table here, like they're setting the table for dinner, or pots and pans, plates, flatware, something to that effect.
Malachi's gonna take a couple steps back as silently as he can, and just says, I see 2 orcs. They look like they're setting the table and stuff. What do you guys want to do?
Just 2?
Just so far, I can only see 2. Yes.
Kind of odd, seeing how the 4 that we killed kind of scream at them.
Alicia, can you see anything?
I'll peek my head around this and see if I can see anything
40, 50.
further. Are they, when you say setting the table, are they setting up a dinner, or is it more of papers and strategies or anything like that?
No, like setting the table for dinner, plates, flatware, steins or goblets, drinking, that sense, and not in terms of papers, or not like a meeting or anything to that effect. So that's what you can see, Licia.
It looks, I take a step back and relay the information to the others that I only see 2.
Rayla is gonna turn to Libra and says, "We need to put this dead one down quietly."
That's right.
Sounds good to me.
We're still holding him.
I start to help her slowly, have it sitting up so it doesn't take up too much room.
Okay, and then once we do that, Rayla's gonna draw her bow.
I'm gonna get my darts ready.
I'm really?
Muriel?
And Pacifica chimes up and says, "Hey, what's going on?"
Oh my god.
Am I close to him?
There is a dead orc in between the 2 of you.
I hold my finger up. Well, he's blind. Oh, no, there's torches. Okay. Hold my finger up and say, "Shh, there's 2 orcs. Please be quiet and let's think about this rationally."
No,
Not
Rayla's
like
gonna
last
hit.
night.
Rayla's gonna hit
Not
Libra.
like last night.
Don't say anything to him. He doesn't care. He's gonna charge him.
He can't charge in. We're in front of him.
Yeah, he's kind of boxed in place. Well, of course, he could nudge people out of the way, but
We would
Maybe shove my
encourage him.
fingers in your throat again.
Pacifica, I think we're letting the people in front do a little reconnaissance before we head in there.
Rakana who?
Oh, jeez.
Checking the vibe, feeling the feels,
And he
Doesn't
puts
have a
his
vibe.
he puts his
The-
hand on the wall.
low down. Yeah, just like that. You let us know if anything changes. Okay.
Like, I don't feel anything.
Good. We want that.
So
That is
yeah.
perfect monitor right there. Well, if there's only two of them, do you think we can sneak across the hallway without being seen?
Not
to
with
the
Pacifica.
entrance?
Not with Pacifica.
Yeah.
I volunteer as tribute to go first if all else fails, to see if we can make it that far with my darts shown.
Are we
Okay.
paying attention to the wall in front of us that we know has peepholes?
No, you're right. There are skulls on that wall. Tons of skulls. Oh,
Good job,
Yes.
Licia, to remember that.
no. Thank you, Licia. You're the best.
no one
Oh,
told me
here's
that.
the question. Do any of the skulls look like fresh orc heads? Like, the first time we went.
They don't appear to be any newer or fresher or less decaying than your last go around.
Okay, that's good.
Damn. Okay.
All right, so Libra,
This is
you
so
want to
scary.
try and sneak across?
Yeah, I could do that. Now, you said
Okay.
peepholes. Does that mean I should go touch the wall first? Wait, no. I don't touch walls. We know this.
Hey, then why am I touching the wall?
Because
You have better
because-
luck than me. I have
Yeah,
bad luck with
it's
walls.
not her job.
That's why it's not my job. That's why we need you to do it.
Okay, so if you're gonna go,
Right.
I'm going to sneak in front of Alicia and Malachi with my bow ready, so I can just make sure nothing bad happens to Libra. Because after all this time, I kind of accept her as part of the party.
Right.
I knew
Wrong
I'd
color.
grow on you.
Nice.
Wrong color.
What color are you, Rayla? Oh, you're purple.
Green.
I'm purple.
Or
Sorry, I
purple,
put
yeah.
pink.
They're close. They're very close.
Okay. Close enough. There you go.
Yeah.
That
And
makes
I'm
sense. You being
tiptoeing.
buddy with your friend there, Pacifica.
What?
I said that makes sense. She's like right on top of Pacifica. She's buddy with
I'm right with
Pacifica.
Pacifica.
No, I'm not.
No,
Not
me.
me.
No.
Muriel.
Oh, okay. Okay, I'm sorry.
Oh, wait a minute.
I'm
Hang
awake.
on. Wait a minute. Oh, good. Go ahead. Continue.
Okay.
So you guys, I'm gonna tiptoe as quietly as I can to the left into that hallway. So I'm
No.
gonna go kind of front towards the wall where the sconces are, and then kind of hug the wall and go into it.
Nice.
All right. So hang on. I heard you, but I wasn't only half paying attention. You're coming up here, and you're coming up along this wall here.
Yep, and then kind of going around the corner,
Like, okay.
singing my own theme song in my head.
I was
Okay.
trying to think of a
I'm
theme
gonna-
song.
I'm gonna give a supportive thumbs up to her as she sneaks away.
Ta-da.
Dun,
Ta-da.
dun, yeah. Dun 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 dun.
I'm just thinking of
In my head.
the How to Train Your Dragon 2 when Toothless is trying to impress the Light Fury and Hiccup's just behind the bush going,
Mhm. Can't watch that one.
"What?"
It's too
I've
sad.
not-
No, I've watched it.
Girl.
I watch them
okay.
once. And
I
then
was gonna
if
say-
they cut a little too much, that's it. I say I've watched it. Or I fast forward. I don't need to. This is entertainment. I don't need to suffer.
All right, Rayla, your angle here has changed. Your visibility has increased. You see
Libra?
there are Libra. Yes, is that what I said?
You said Rayla.
Oh, yeah, Libra.
It's like having
The
two
green
children
dot.
naming them
Okay, the
five.
green dot.
I know.
There are multiple tables here. Some with benches, some with chairs. They're all about the same size, give or take, from what you can see, 7 to 10 feet. And there is a fireplace or a hearth that is burning.
Do I see anything through the hallway with my infravision?
Well, before I note that, let me also put these ladies over here for you.
This is terrifying. There's too many corners.
Okay, Libra, that's what you see as you make your approach here to the corner. Pause, look to your right around the corner to make sure no one's there to chop your head off. And you see it goes for about 10 feet and opens up to a T intersection of the same dimension. And you see these four ladies here, just kind of, I'll say, like working the tables, moving plates and flatware around, setting the table.
It's still early morning, so I'm assuming breakfast. So we're probably smelling meat. Hopefully, Pacifica doesn't get hungry. Okay, so
That they eat meat every.
He was promised wild boar. I'm just saying.
He was.
Yeah, something he's not likely to forget.
I'll
No,
look at
not after last night.
I'll look at Rayla and go 2 is now 4, but I'm like mouthing it, and then say the hall is a T. So you see
Do
me
I
going,
2, 4, and then
so like I'll point to
Times.
the back of me.
Time
do the
out.
T.
Time out.
Rayla turns. I think she's saying there's 6 now, and she needs a timeout. She's going 2 and 4. I think there's 6 more, and then she wants a timeout. I turn back. I turn back
Well,
to
yeah, I would want
my
a
God.
timeout too. If we knew there were 6.
So I'll like shake my head and go 2, no, now 4, behind me, T.
Rayla just looks at her with a very confused expression. 2 dead, 4, and it's bad. Yeah, we know it's bad.
Okay,
She
so
mouths.
at this point I'll put my head down and kind of like hug the wall again and then jolt forward.
Back to us.
Correct.
Libra, can you speak Orc?
I can.
Okay. You said you're coming back to the group. You're not going up the hallway here.
No, well, part of me wants to say yes, but the character says no. No, I'll go back to them.
Okay. See, I would have thought the opposite. That you would say, "Hey, man, I need to go back," but Libra
I'm
wants.
growing as an
but
adventurer.
Libra wants to grow, push on.
Um,
I'm
Does
growing.
Balthier-
Yay.
notice anything happening outside the opening of the cave?
He does not. It is
That's good.
it is tranquil outside amidst the rain.
Where's the 2 kobolds that were coming up?
I thought they were goblins.
For now,
Or goblins, yeah, sorry.
He
No, there was
can't
kobolds.
No, they
see
were
them.
kobolds. They were kobolds.
because we can't
They
see kobolds.
were.
Remember?
Turns out to be
Yeah, there was 4 kobolds, 2 split
calls
off.
out. Yeah, the goblins were from the night before.
Yeah,
that
Pacifica was being a juice.
Pacifica found their camp. We were able to get him away from them though, so we didn't trigger the goblins.
Yeah.
So we notice even though we killed like 3 of their orcish women, there's
No.
like 6 left.
That's what she's
No.
telling me.
I go up there and I kind of like
It's quite the harem.
learn my language. There was 2, now there's 4. Behind
Or my
me
language.
is a T shape.
Did you hear
Does this
anything
count
while you were
as-
over there?
Why did you say that, Libra?
I did. We'll practice our sign language later. But I don't think I heard anything. I heard plates clattering and
They were
They're
kind of
getting
just
ready for
chatting
breakfast.
amongst themselves about setting up the tables and cooking their
Did they
their
look hostile?
their duties.
nope. But
Or
I'm
like, were they?
While they're talking, I keep an eye on the wall behind Libra.
Oh, okay,
and
yeah. Looking for the heads,
Were they
the
armed?
niche.
no, but I think if we were to do anything, it's now or never because they were pretty
Yes.
distracted.
Yeah, I agree.
Hang on.
Should
Rayla wants to go around to the right and check around that corner where she was being held hostage the other night.
I think didn't we search everything in there?
Yeah, but there could
Apparently,
be more
there could
people.
be more. I just want
Oh,
to take a
right.
quick peek around. Real
Okay.
quick.
Yeah.
I'm going to stealthily go check out on the right. Tell me what I see, ODM.
You see the same that you saw last time. It is no different. It is another, well, except for the fire burning. It's not burning. The not the cauldron, the brazier. It is not. It has since been extinguished, so the room is dark. But you still have the same kind of configuration of setup. You got the 3 little stools that were kind of around the brazier. This larger bench type stool or bench type thing here.
Awesome.
Yeah,
And there's no
oh
one
my
there?
God, that's better. No, it is empty.
Alright, I'm going to sneak back to the group and relay the information that it's empty.
You know, they haven't come after us, and I admit we haven't been completely silent. Maybe they wouldn't mind if we just walked right through.
After we killed like 10 of them?
They don't know that yet. Well, we don't know if they know that yet.
Oops.
They certainly aren't showing any signs of being disturbed
We
by
can-
it.
We can try and focus on going to the new area, and instead of alerting them, just going up that way and see if there's anything else up there, like papers. I know on the first time that we came, they were talking about having a meeting of sorts and everything, or something about how things have changed. So I would definitely like to see if there's anything important around.
Yeah.
Okay, we can try that.
We just have to keep in mind, if we do run into trouble once we are in there, deeply in there, we have to come this way, likely on our way out. And there's no guarantee that those 4 will let us out.
Well, Rayla turns to Alicia. Hey, you still have that plant friend of yours in case we need to entangle them?
I pull out my potted plant.
Yay!
We should name him. You should think about that.
Oh, totally.
Yes. Which our honorary party member be named?
Fern,
That's up to Alicia.
Herb,
Herb.
Herb.
or Fern.
Okay, now
I kind of like Herb.
Basic.
I feel a little need to discourage you from naming him because then you're less likely to want to throw him and entangle him and then subsequently burn him.
She can bring it back. If they're all dead, she can bring it back. He'd be a permanent, he'd be Herb the Entangler.
Maybe Herb is the name of the pot, not the plant inside of it.
Oh, there you
There
go.
you go.
Sassy
My
there, huh?
gosh.
So
By the
I
end
would-
of this campaign, I'm going to picture her, hauling these pots, being like, go, Herbie, go.
Now
Maybe
she's
her,
gonna have a group sidekick or something at the end of this.
She's going to have a bandolier of, terracotta.
She'll,
maybe they grow legs.
she'll be
and start
pulling a
walking
cart
behind her.
behind her just full of herbs.
Yeah.
Start throwing them.
She's gonna rally some imps and stuff.
All right. Oh, imps are really cool. Okay, so what are you guys doing?
We're
I
gonna
guess
try
we're
to
gonna go with
sneak
the easiest
across.
plan. Yeah.
Are you going
If
like
we
as
get
a
caught,
group?
we get caught.
Or you
We can
No,
go
no,
one,
I'm gonna
one at
say-
one.
I'm gonna stay where I am with my bow ready. Just I'm kind of like kneeling, just like it's the arrow's notched, but I'm not full drawback. I'm just waiting, just in case.
okay?
Readying your weapon.
Presumably, Libra, you'd go first. I only say that because you're the first one up.
And you've already been over there.
Yeah, I do that so that way I could hear if they say anything, if they could be alerted. But I do the same thing where I go towards the wall and then line up.
Dun 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 dun.
I can hear her humming it too.
Oh, you see, she so would.
I'm on the like I'm fighting every urge to not like do little
Skipping,
like little
cartwheels.
well that too.
Yeah.
Literally,
little
all I
foot-
can see is the scene from Emperor's New Groove with Krong.
Huh?
Yes.
Me too. 100%. Exactly what I'm seeing. Make
Yes,
your own
absolutely.
soundtrack.
Malachi's gonna go next.
Yep, I'm fighting every urge to not.
How do we
tumble.
want to handle Pacifica in this?
I'll have him cross with me.
Hold hands.
Should we like find him?
We'll just we'll have a little talk.
I had to shove my fingers in his mouth to quit it from getting him to stop yelling
Alright,
at the
who's-
damn.
We
cold-
can guard out
Who's
the
going
stave.
next? Who's next?
I'll go next.
And these orc ladies don't see us at all.
Well, they just aren't reacting.
Yeah,
Whether they see us,
they're giving
we
you
don't
no
know.
indication.
Okay.
Which is why I think they might not care. Also, they are going about their business like we didn't slay. They didn't lose like a good number of their little tribe.
Like 10 of their people.
Yeah.
Or
So,
more. I don't know.
maybe they don't. Oh, it's. Oh. Oh.
All right, Libra, that's
Bless
what you see.
That is.
I don't know if I like
Okay. Okay. Interesting.
I'm just kind of keeping an eye out with my darts in hand while everybody else is finishing getting over.
I don't know if there's room for all of us in the hallway. We might have to start entering that room.
I
think
would
so, too.
start kind of going around the left corner
10, 20, 30.
if needed.
Oops. 10, 20, 30.
is that the right or the left?
That's the right. I was talking about the left. I would slowly start going towards.
I'm
left,
unpainting,
there's the right.
unfogging what she can see. 10, 20,
Sure,
30,
this is
40,
still a lot,
50.
right?
Yeah, well, infravision 60 feet. And there's a torch there.
Heck yeah.
Let's go. Yay! Go, Libra.
Oh, it like wraps around. Wild. Okay.
So you don't know that yet.
Yeah, we don't
That
know
is
yet.
true.
I don't know
All right,
that
so
yet.
Libra, what are you doing?
As people are starting to pile in, I would start kind of inching back, but with darts in hand. So that way there's still room, but I'm not like out in the open.
All right, and I heard Muriel and Pacifica are going next.
Yeah,
With,
I'm
with
just gonna
Rayla
tell them.
providing cover fire.
Yep.
I'm just gonna be like, we're gonna need to hold our breath as we cross the hallway. Ready? 1, 2, 3.
Hold my breath. Why? Breathing's important.
2 seconds. Hold.
Okay.
And then I'll push him.
So as you are escorting him, trying to nudge him along to go quickly here, he pauses right here and says, "Hey, look, there's orcs!"
Motherfucker! Or sorry.
I'm with him, and I'm just like, we know. Remember, hold your breath.
Did they turn to me? They didn't see us?
Do we hear anything now?
I am Muriel's still operating under the assumption that they might very well be aware that we're here. They're just too busy to care.
What, Miriam, I lost
So
you. What, oh, you're
rather
pink. You're
than
pink.
yeah. So rather than like putting all her effort on being absolutely silent, she's more interested in like because these women, if they're working orcs, they probably hear the bustle of people and warriors and stuff coming and going through this hallway all day long normally. So they probably aren't going to be bothered by one or two voices.
Okay,
So
but voices that
my
specifically say, "Hey, there's orcs." I mean,
well, we're just trying to get through pretty quickly,
I,
So
Muriel, can you speak orc?
I
Yes,
can.
she can.
Excellent. So as you and Pacifica are making your traversing this all of 20-foot span, he calls out and says, "Hey, look, there's orcs!" And you're like, "Shh, hold your breath." And Muriel, you hear from in the room here, "Hey, who's over there?"
I just will go, good day in Orcish and keep walking. I'm not stopping. We're just
Okay, then
walk and talk, walk and talk.
I look at Lisi and say, "Can you tangle his mouth shut?"
I would, but it would be a waste of the spell.
We need to find some kind of horse glue to keep, like, glue his mouth shut.
okay, that's kind of what I
okay.
have here for you guys.
Cool. Yeah, I would continue moving in. Like,
What about Balfier? Is he gonna stay by the door?
oh no,
or...
he's coming. Sorry, yeah, he's coming. He just takes up the rear as usual. Leave the dead bodies.
I would imagine he'd hold off until he'd stop hearing something, I'd hope.
I think if he saw everyone else cross safely, even Pacifica after yelling and pointing,
yeah.
he might feel okay about it.
Rayla, as you are keeping guard, you are providing cover. These ladies are not, as you'd imagine, right? They're not standing still. They're not standing at the table. They're active. They're moving around here as they seem to be coming up here towards the top, to the north and or west, and like coming back with tableware. They put some stuff on the table. They walk back out of sight. They put more stuff on. They come back with more stuff and put it on the table. But you do see or take notice that with Pacifica calling out, one of them kind of stops here and is looking down your way, looking at you. But the others are kind of continuing about their business.
Okay.
So she's
Did
looking
Balfour
right
already
down the
cross?
hallway.
Did Balfour cross?
He's going to now. I was just describing to you what you saw while he was.
I'm gonna like shove him back, and I'm gonna try and dip back around the corner
Oh, okay, cool.
because I assume I can see her stop and turn and look my direction.
Yeah. I mean, like she stopped. Like she stopped. She's standing. She's like squared off to you. Yeah.
And then I'm, yeah. So I would just like push him back and dip back around the corner and curse out Pacifica in my mind.
Pacifica is just being Pacifica. He
And I'm
never
just
he
being
never
Rayla.
claimed to be the sharpest tool in the shed.
He did claim to be a
Really?
captain.
Yeah.
He made some claims.
He did.
It's me.
He did.
Okay. I'm gonna just whisper to Balfour. One of them stopped and is looking down. Just hang out here for a sec. Don't cross yet.
Okay. Thanks for the heads up.
I got you, man.
Grab my snack.
We can't do this without snacks.
Okay,
Does she
I'm
say
confused
anything?
because that's the same door she goes into when she uses the bathroom. Does she keep her snacks in the bathroom? I'm just asking.
I mean, doesn't all responsible people keep snacks in the bathroom?
It could be the door to the hallway.
A little mini fridge that holds the toilet paper.
Muriel, I think she's coming this way.
Who says
Who
that?
said it?
Your friend
Pacifica,
Pacifica, of
imagine.
course.
Yeah. Can I grab his arm and just tug him?
At this point, just push him in front, use him as bait.
Okay.
You guys keep referring to him as the meat shield.
Mm-hmm.
The poor guy who's
Let him-
just being himself.
Who's still charmed at this point.
out of everyone you could have charmed, you charmed him.
I think that's
Well.
because he got charmed. It's because his intelligence is that low.
They are
And he's
related.
still charmed. What, 3-4 days later?
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah. He'll be mine forever if I wanted him, but we'll see. So he told us she's still coming.
He said, I think she's coming.
Okay.
So then,
My dart's ready.
what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put my shiitake. I have a. I'm gonna put my arrow back. I'm gonna have one hand my bow and another a knife. And if she tries to turn the corner, I'm just gonna attack her. That's if she goes to the corner.
All right, so it
Is she saying anything? Can I hear her say anything?
looks like we have a smooth live stream tonight. He said very clear tonight. Excellent. Good for us.
love it.
Yay, OBS free software. I love free software. It's the best kind.
Freeze, can't beat it.
Even when it only half works. It's still the best kind. Okay, so you're questioning if you can hear the chatter or what they're saying, correct? Do you speak Orc?
Yes.
Okay.
Everyone except for Malachi and Pacifica should be able
The
to.
humans. Okay, so all your demi-humans. Okay. So she shifts up a little bit, Rayla. And you hear her as she's walking up that 10 feet, 10, 15 feet. You hear her kind of, or you hear and see her look back and call out and say, hey, someone come look at this.
Really is gonna mutter, I'm gonna kill Pacifica again. I
I
think
look
I'm
at everybody. I say, do we?
get around the corner and hide, in my opinion. But no, I can't say that to you.
Say either
Is
we
she-
could turn the corner because I could hear that she's close, or we can.
Unless that is just a whole, like, is that a full wall or is that just a square that would lead her right to us?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So is there more than one person coming now?
It would appear that way because the first one called out and said, hey, come check this out.
Should we just announce ourselves? Maybe pretend that we're.
Muriel can scoot forward, and can I cast Charm Person on her too?
You're pink, right?
Mm-hmm.
She can swap with me.
The book doesn't say anything about how many. It says all people
Yeah.
will be affected.
Yeah, I think it, like all
there's
humanoids
not
can
too many limitations on that,
And I want to
which
cast charm.
makes it a very powerful spell that it is. Okay, what is your range? It's only what, 20 feet? What's the range of that? Like 120 feet or something far? More than 20 feet.
8 feet.
80 feet. Okay.
8 2 dashes.
Yep, that's 80. Yep. Every hash mark is a single. So one hash mark is, tens. Double hash mark is 100. Or I said that wrong.
Okay.
Single hash mark is 0 to 10. Double hash marks are tens. Triple hash mark, which you never see, would be hundreds.
Okay.
Yes.
It's your decimal
That's cool. I
shifter,
thought it
if
was
you
just
will.
8.
So okay. So what? There is a saving throw on that, though, correct?
I believe so. Isn't it like
Yes.
a dex save?
No, it'd be
How
save
about
versus
the-
spell.
The spell will affect any person that was cast a creature. Well, then regard the true it is. Friend beat the spell does not enable. Charm creature not obey a suicide command. Duration of spell is a function of the charm's creature's intelligence is tied to a saving throw.
I was going to say, it should
The
be up
spell may
top
be
in the
broken if a
description
saving
when
throw
it
is
tells you
made.
the casting time and the range and stuff on the right-hand side of that little
Oh,
section.
saving throw neg.
So it negates. So there is a saving throw, and if she makes it, it negates the effect of the spell.
I think the saving throw Is it an intelligence score?
No, it's
Yeah.
just no. It's
I
no,
thought
no,
it
no, no. It's save versus spell, and if she fails, the intelligence will determine when she gets to make that saving throw again.
Oh, right, right. Okay, that's what it means.
that makes sense. Okay.
So the
Okay.
smarter you are, the quicker you'll have an opportunity to make that saving throw again. And by the sounds of it, it'll be quite a while before Pacifica gets to make that roll again. And then, of course, if he misses it, he needs to wait again another X number of days, weeks, months, whatever it is. Okay, so you cast, you do your incantations here for Charm Person, which I think is fairly short casting time, a few segments. So while she starts,
Yes. 4 seconds.
while Muriel starts muttering after pulling or switching places with Licia, Rayla and Balfir, who don't know this is happening, what are you guys doing?
Well, like I said, I just have my bow and a dagger ready. My bow to hit, and my dagger to stab.
Okay.
And I'm up against the wall, just waiting for someone to come over.
And how about for Malachi and Libra?
Malachi's just kind of out of the way, just making sure no one is gonna get hurt, kind of thing.
You could look around the corner on the left-hand side to see if there's a way to go around that and sneak up on them.
Yeah, why doesn't Malachi? I want Malachi to go to the right or the left. I'm sorry, the left, and see if if he can see beyond the corner there. Excuse me.
And Libra?
Yeah, perfect.
I'm seeing that Muriel's doing her thing and crossing my fingers and my toes. That it works.
I knew it.
Heck yeah.
All right, Balfir,
Yeah.
there you go. And Pacifica looks over at you, Rayla, and Balfir as he's taking out his bow, and he says, "Is it time? Come on, let's go. Let's shoot."
Oh God.
And he's
All right,
calling out to
dude.
you, Rayla,
To who?
calling out to Rayla
Rayla.
as Libra, as Muriel's working her magic. Pun intended.
I hiss. I basically spit at him. Not yet.
And like you,
Oh.
he's knocking an arrow, and he's got his back against the wall, and he's just ready to turn out.
Oh.
Oh.
I just start banging my head against the wall.
And I'm fighting every urge to not jump on his back and put my hands around his throat.
Oh, hang on. Let me get a little angle here for Malachi. 10, just to get that.
Oh shit, Taki. Okay. Bigger room than we thought.
With a large throne-like chair at this table
Oh.
here, which is littered with
Now-
papers.
Now, the question on I think everyone's mind: does Malachi see any children?
Oh, I didn't mean to. I didn't mean to erase her. Okay,
She's still there.
Muriel.
Mhm.
What is your casting time on that? Is it 3 segments? Do you remember?
4 segment.
4. Okay, so 24 seconds. That's a half a minute. That's 30 seconds. So that's a reasonable amount of time here for you guys to kind of be shifting around here. Not Balfir. Pacifica calling out, "Hey man, what do you want to do? Is it time to shoot?"
No, not time yet.
And you guys are trying to discourage him
I-
from being too excitable and to hold
At
his
this
ground.
point, honestly, at this point, let him loose.
Oops.
I look at him like, do you think you could take them all?
Well, how close is she with the spell? Because if he kills her, we just wasted a dang spell.
Yeah. If anything, someone should be whispering to him to ignore the first person.
All right,
Uh.
Muriel, your spell is cast, and so obviously you have line of sight in order to do this, right? Which means you can see her, she can see you, and you see her kind of quiver for a quick second, and she
Um,
go ahead.
I will use Orcish and say "G'day."
And she returns to you. Oh, hello. What are you doing here?
Stretching our legs.
What do you mean stretching your legs? Who are you?
Adventurers.
Oh, very, very, very interesting. What are you doing here?
It's just walking, getting the lay of the land.
And in
It's
a
healthy for one's body to walk,
and
and it's
Muriel,
raining outside.
a little further behind, you hear another female orc voice call out, not call out, but say, "Hey, what's going on up over there? Is everything okay?" I don't know why I painted that.
I think your friend is asking you a question. I
Oh,
tell her.
she says, "Oh," and she calls back, "Yeah, everything's okay."
Okay.
At that point, after I hear that, I look at Pacifica, and I'm just waiting to put a dart in his knee.
Rayla is gonna relief sigh and put her dagger and her bow away and nudge Balthier. Like, I think we're in the clear.
So,
And
we're just gonna walk. It's good exercise. You are all bustling and look like you're getting good exercise, so that's good. That's good. We're all staying healthy.
But why you actually why you I don't understand why you're here though.
Because it's raining outside,
Oh,
so it's
yeah. I
yeah.
mean, I don't mind so much, but I'm not sure if anyone else is going to mind.
Well, we're just walking undercover.
Does
We're not doing anything else.
Was the chief expecting you?
I doubt it.
No.
I put my head down on my chest. Yes, he was.
Should I let him know that you're here? Yeah, I'll go let him know that you guys are here to see him.
You think? Well, we're not here to see him. We're here to just walk undercover. Like the old ladies that go to the mall on rainy days.
Are you afraid
they
of?
have
You know, they don't go to shop. They
It's like
go to
I
walk.
don't understand. You're afraid of the rain?
It's I don't want to catch cold. It's hard to really get a good workout going. It could be discouraging. We're just gonna walk. I could see that this is gonna disturb you. Do you know the quickest way for us to walk back into a place that maybe is better for walking?
The
We
valley's a
don't
good,
want to disturb your your
the
your
valley's a
your
good place for walking. It's very spacious and
well,
open.
and then there's that rain issue we just mentioned. But I don't want to disturb your tribe family situation here. If we've wandered into the wrong walking lanes, that's our mistake. Is there better walking up here? And I point. Is that away from your tribe this way? And I'll point towards the G8 area. Is it a safe walking way, or is this like a, hey, that's our space, don't walk there kind of way? Oh, okay. Okay. So that's not the way out that way towards 8. So what happens if we go towards that way, towards the 8? What's that way?
Also, do we know if charm person worked? If so, I would say this is not the droids you're looking for.
If that's not the way out, what's this way? Oh, okay. Thank you so much. We're just gonna take this walk elsewhere. I hope you have the most orcish day ever. Too early for that.
No.
I grab Pacifica and I run across the hallway.
He can't understand.
Oh, that's true. He can't. Thank God. Oh, come on.
Might be the one word he learns.
Well, Lord.
I turn back because I'm sure you all don't speak Orcish, so I'll let you know what I tell her, and we should go.
But I want to know what the papers say.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, we need to know
So
if he's in cahoots with the evil paladin.
we can do our like we're leaving now, and we do the like pretend to walk out, but actually continue to hide in this little hallway by the door.
Well, I'll whisper to you and say, hey, do you know if the charm person worked? Because we can have her say everything's good and
I
let
think-
us walk around.
I think it did because I think she would have
Alerted.
She would have not taken my like it when they asked if everything was okay. I don't think she would have said yes.
So then just, I guess it's going to say politely ask her if we can just, why don't we just stay for dinner? And
Yeah,
then be able to like snoop around.
Okay, sure. Yeah, okay. I'll come out, I'll back myself out around the corner and say, you know what? It smells so good in here, and we promised a friend of ours, Boar. I would love to take you up on that offer.
We're gonna die.
Yep.
Alicia just mutters to herself, going, I don't know who's dumber, Pacifica or Muriel at this point.
Rayla, the Queen with the Great Scar. I am surrounded by idiots.
So your orc lady here responds to you, Muriel, and asks, how many of you are joining us?
Don't say me.
I'm not going to say Balfour either. I'm not going to say the two that are in the corner still that are likely unaccounted for. In the event that she was more aware than I thought and was counting the people as they crossed, I will mention only those who have crossed. So Malachi, Pacifica, Libra, myself, and Licia. Yeah.
Now, why is she saying this? Does Malachi detect any evil?
Oh, hell yes.
Oh,
So much evil.
Yes. They're
Surrounded by evil.
How bad?
His spidey, and remember, his spidey sense is lighting up over here.
God damn it, guys. I mean,
it is
wonderful.
I look at Licia. What if we were to, me and you, while they go to eat dinner, go around the corner. How long? Oh, Entangle doesn't last very long, does it?
A minute.
I was going to say, just lay it down so that way if any of them were to come out, it'd slow it down by that point, just in case.
Should we just take them out while we're in a position of strong, like we're in a defensible
Hang
position?
on. You guys don't know evil yet. Malachi's gonna come over around the corner while you guys are talking to the orc. He's gonna say, question, the evil that he sensed when she touched like the wall of slime and all that fun stuff in that one cave, how does the evil match? Like, is it not as evil as when he detected the evil scary over in that other cave, or is it eviler?
So generally the sense of evil is yes or no. There is evil, not varying gradients of how much evil, but sometimes it can be a gradient in the level of evilness, but sometimes that can be offset by the quantity of evil. So it's not like an exact science, so to speak, as to what you're kind of driving at. So they could be not all that evil, but there's lots of them, so it appears to be, a lot or stronger.
Okay, but the way you said it when I asked, it indicated to me personally, it seems like something really bad. So I'm just going to go off that because it's better to be over-prepared than under-prepared. So Malka's going to go around to Muriel and Libra, Pacifica, and Licia and be like, yeah, this is not good. I am not there. I'm getting some really bad vibes over here. What's going on here?
What
Huh?
did you see on the other side? Because we don't know that there just goes through.
Just what was that? A fireplace or something? What
Yeah,
was it?
a hearth.
Throne.
A hearth. I mean, not much more than you guys see
So it
here.
leads to the same room, is what I'm asking.
Yeah, I haven't seen anything extra except like the hearth, but I'm getting some really bad vibes.
I wonder if
What do you think, Muriel? I mean, what's going on over here? You're talking to this orc lady.
Yeah, I was actually thinking we have advantage right now because we have control over the exit. We have 2 hiding positions with a flanking position, like a wrap around. We might not get a better positioning to take out the 4 that we can see.
No, don't chew that. Sorry. I have puppies right now.
No worries.
Don't you?
Wait, you have puppies? Sorry, that just clicked.
I'm dog sitting. Huskies.
Oh my god, you're cute.
toddlers.
I want it. Oh my god. That is so cute. Oh my gosh.
Sorry, I
fucking
heard
puppy.
puppies, and yeah, that was worth it. Worth it. Thank you
Really
for
worth
sharing.
it. Okay, back to fantasy reality.
So Muriel would kind of between teeth being like, well, if we know they're all bad, why don't we use this advantage we have right now?
So,
you want to kill him?
how many of you are coming to dinner? You said 5 of you?
5. Pardon?
That was amazing.
I forgot where it was for like a second.
Oh, ladies and gentlemen, that's what you get on live stream.
Look at that one. He's cute.
Oh my god, we're online.
Yep, they totally heard us.
What part of live streaming did you not understand?
Oh, she's got 2 of them.
Oh my god.
There was a lady that came in today with a Chow German Shepherd mix. And I'm telling you
my
right
gosh.
now, it was a puppy, but the head was so small compared to its body. It looked fake.
Oh my goodness. They're so cute.
I know, it's got to be so effing
Okay,
hot
so
down there for them.
Muriel,
Muriel, how many of you? You 5 of you come in, please, and then come join us.
okay. And I'm gonna side eye my
Malachi's
friends
gonna
and
say, what are you guys talking about? What's going on? Because he can't speak orc, remember?
I'm gonna turn to him and be like, you all ready to go? Like as in
Go
go.
time.
Go.
I
And
was
So
gonna
we're-
go by the table.
He's gonna go to his store and then we're gonna kill him now?
Pacifica, if you're all okay with it, I'm gonna tell him he can just go.
I'm okay with that.
I was thinking of
Lucia
going to
just
the
looks
dinner
up at
table
the
and
ceiling and just is like, okay, this is
Yeah.
it.
Okay. So we're coming, and I'm gonna stand. I'm behind Pacifica. I'm gonna like whisper in his ear and be like, "You can attack them now, but try to miss the first one."
behind your lady that you're talking to, you hear another call out. You hear another one say, "Hey, what are you doing? We're not supposed to have anyone."
Go ahead. That one right there. That one. The one who doesn't want us here. She doesn't want to
here's the
give
question.
you boar.
And Pacifica takes a couple steps out, puts himself here, and unleashes 2 arrows at this next one.
Yes. You
And
get
then-
him.
I at this point would see that.
Not with a nat 1, he
And-
doesn't.
Oh my god.
But-
So at that
That's what we
point,
get.
I would see him and say, I'm going to go to the other side and kind of go where Malachi was sitting and watching it from that angle.
But he did get the second one did hit for 2 points.
That's something, I guess. Does Rayla and Balfour know what's going on? Because we're still our backs to everyone, but can we hear them saying we want to attack?
Well, you and I are like in line's eye, right? Because anytime Pacifica
Well, I was
was
going to
doing
say
something, or maybe me
you're
and
about
Balfour,
20 feet apart between Muriel and
Yeah.
Rayla Balfour. About
and
20
I've
feet
been
apart.
like intentionally side eyeing you all, like, hey, this is
Rayla,
sketchy.
Rayla then elbows Balfour. Like, I think we're gonna attack, so I guess get ready.
I
And
mean, you were already ready.
yeah,
Libra was.
I was gonna run to the other side where Malachi was and
All
like
right, so
ready my
Rayla
bow.
had an arrow
Pacifica jumped
notched.
out, launched 2 arrows, missing one, hitting the other, and dropping this lady like it's his job because
Whoa.
it kind of is. So Malachi, what are you doing as you see Pacifica jump out and launch 2 arrows?
now does Malachi know that the one is charmed? Because if he doesn't, he's gonna automatically go for that one.
Malachi does not. I would say does
I
not
don't
have
think he would.
confirmation of the
The only
charm.
thing I said was Pacifica. I said to Pacifica was, "Don't hit the first one," but I
Right.
pretty much just said it to Pacifica.
Okay, so the Malachi, I guess, is gonna go for the closest one, which is that your charmed one with a sword.
Go for it.
Okay. Is he coming this way around bottom, or is he coming around top?
He's gonna come around the bottom.
Okay. Libra.
Yeah.
I was gonna go from top where Malachi was. I was gonna run to that side.
Licia.
I'm gonna
Higher. I
go.
was gonna go to where he was going to listen when he was detecting evil.
Oh.
So right on
Okay.
that
Okay.
left corner. Yep.
I was gonna follow Libra and stay there. And when I get around, I notice what I'm assuming is the chieftain sitting on the throne.
Mm-mm.
Nope.
Nope.
Is there anyone?
No.
standing up?
No. The large chair, the throne is
Okay.
not occupied. No.
Okay. Okay. The way that the color is, at least on my computer, it looks the same as the.
It's kind of, yeah, it does, because it has like a reddish colored seat on the map.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. Then I'll. Yeah, I'm still gonna be on the top by Libra. Wrong color.
Is it? Oh, yes, it is. You're a yellow. I knew that.
Like the sun
Bam.
in Orlando.
Oh, that's not yellow either.
And-
3 times the charm.
oh.
There we go. See, look at see the sun? It has the aura around it.
Yeah.
I couldn't do that again if
Very
I tried.
Florida.
All right, Balfour and Rayla.
It's all right.
What are you guys doing? You starting to hear the commotion going
Rayla?
on? You hear the movement?
Rayla, all actiony, is gonna spin around the corner, arrow knocked, and gonna aim for the guy who's on 9, who's above the 9.
The blood-curdling scream as the arrow
the one I was
pierced
gonna
through
go
her
for, too.
chest.
What?
I said you heard the blood-curdling scream as the arrow pierced through her chest.
Yes. I was
Balfour?
like, I didn't get hit.
Balfour is going to try to skirt across. He's going to use his movement to get next to Muriel. Just there. And hold his action until, or I don't know if you can actually do that. He's not going to attack anything until something comes closer.
Okay. All right, so roll me.
He has terrible range stuff.
What does he have for range?
Just his darts, which are only like 15 feet, 30 feet. He's not willing to go into that kitchen
45
yet.
feet is the farthest on that. Okay. All right.
Yeah. He's gonna hang here. He thinks these guys have got the ones with ranged weapons look confident.
Okay. Malachi, I want to have to intervene here for Malachi, so I'm going to hold that thought. Rayla, roll me your 2 shots here at number 9.
Okay. I got a 15 and a 16.
I want to have to kind of push you up here a little more. 15 and a 16. What armor class do you hit with that?
Armor class. Armor class 4. I should be able to hit armor class 16, right?
No. You're a first level ranger. What did you roll again?
Oh,
15,
no.
16?
15 and
4 and
16.
3, I
Okay,
think.
that's 5 and
Yeah, I was.
that's 5 and 4.
5 and
That's you
4,
hit.
huh?
So that's 2 hits. So roll 2d6 damage, please.
Yeah, do it.
4
Rayla's our muscle, my
and
god.
4. Double 4.
Left
Fours all day.
arm in the abdomen, 8 points of damage. You light her up. Holy cow.
Nice.
Fire.
Malachi comes around the corner with sword in hand and shield up, and he raises up and he stops. He says,
Oh, does she not feel evil?
no. He's like, he just stops. He turns around and starts looking at you guys and says, they're not even armed. What are you doing?
Wait. Libra said they were armed.
I did not.
Yes, you did.
No, I did not.
He said,
I
what
said,
are you
I don't
guys
know if they're
doing?
armed. I said, I don't know if they're armed.
Who said they were? Someone said that they were armed.
But he said
Who
they
was
were
it?
armed.
They were setting
Me?
tables.
They were just setting the
I didn't say,
table.
I said I don't think they're armed or anything, but I don't know. That's why I was gonna try to eat dinner with
Oh
them.
my
so
god,
we can
who's
get
the
close to
evil one
heart.
now? Maybe Malachi's detecting you guys.
I think it's Pacifica. He's the one that was chomping at the bit to kill shit. Stuff. Sorry. We're left TV. Yeah, this is Pacifica's fault. We're just following through in self-defense now, I think.
Self-defense? What self-defense?
All right, so the orc ladies now, they cried out. They let out their screams. This one back
Oh,
over here is freaking out, and she runs off into the, I'll say the darkness. It's not really dark, but so let me remove her. Oh boy.
We come to die again.
Yep. Let me see. 10, 20, 30, 40, 50. All right, so that's
Yes, but this looks like a room of importance. Like that table right there with the throne. I think.
So after seeing her run, I'm going to that hearth that he detected the evil, or I was going to go towards the area where he
I'm going
detected the evil.
towards the throne with the papers.
We might still be able to retrieve things and get out of here.
Yep. And then
All
go
in
back to
agreement
the
that-
church and repent.
such a repent.
All in agreement that Pacifica doesn't get any boar. Raise your hand. Say aye.
We'll just say go ham, literally.
All right, so
Yeah.
Libra, before I unpaint the fog, so you can show you what it is that you see as you start making your
Oh my God,
dash,
this
so to
looks
speak, down over
beautiful.
here. Rayla, Balfir, and Muriel, what are you guys doing?
Muriel would come forward to the friend, the charmed friend, and say, well, that was confusing. We all have flaws. So, have you heard anything about an anti-paladin?
Balfir?
I just start making small talk, you know. Maybe Muriel has autism. Who knows?
Or Tourette's?
Yeah, maybe both.
All right, how about Balfir?
He's just going to sigh and stay there.
Okay, he's not doing any sneaky, thiefy stuff?
I mean, he's gonna look and see if the room is clear or not. But he sees no particular. Oh no, he can go around to the other side by. Is that a sconce on the wall? Left.
That's
It looks
not
like
what
yeah, correct. He would stand right there, hugging that corner wall, in case Licia needed backup searching the documents. 'Cause
All right.
as a thief, he who knows? Maybe there's a locked drawer right there.
All right,
that he
Rayla?
could help.
Rayla, listening to Malachi, she's just gonna freeze, basically. and question her entire existence for a little bit. Yeah, we're just gonna do
Oh,
that.
yeah, start now. You slayed 4 of these exact same people yesterday.
They were
Well,
armed,
those ones
or
were armed.
supposedly.
Okay, same though. We all have tables we
Fine,
can set
Rayla's
stuff
gonna
on.
move down towards the one of the dead bodies. Does that make you happy, Muriel?
If you wanted to.
All right, Libra.
You
I have unpainted what you can see in
Well, he
your
detected the evil this way, so I'm looking around to
skirmish over
see.
here, in your dash, your sprint.
Yep, I'm just trying to see what I could find that he detected.
All right, let me see if you see anything else as you peer around the corner here. Oh, that's not an eraser.
I see the
That is,
evil.
that is
That is
jarring.
evil.
It's effective.
10, 20, 30, 40, 50. All right.
Wow, this place is so much bigger than I thought.
All right, Rayla,
Dang,
Libra, that's what you
going.
see as you kind of peer around the corner.
No, so he sensed it either direction. Okay, I see what you're saying now. I thought that was a wall with something nifty on it.
Excuse me.
You went toward the evil nifty thing?
I was
I mean,
attempting
that's
to.
on track for Libra.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Okay, just checking.
All right, let me circle back around here to Balfir and Licia. Licia examining the, I don't want to say paying no mind to the shenanigans of her compadres here, but hey man,
I'm kind of numb to it
yeah,
at this
while you
point.
guys are effing around, man, I
Priorities.
want to check out this table, see what's going on with the table. Okay, so Licia, as you are rummaging through the papers, difficult to read as the illumination is low, but they appear to be various handwritten. Of course, they're handwritten. Scripted documents pertaining to an inventory of some kind, foodstuffs, maybe weaponry, kind of general accounting paperwork. Is what you're
Okay.
kind of determining or seeing as you take your next round, the next minute or so, going through these papers. Balfir, are you holding position?
Are you relaying any of what you see to Balfir?
Oops.
I'm just I'm reading out loud, kind of like things like.
If there's he would know this better than Erica would know this. He would know what kind of documents are likely to reveal the activities. Being a thief, he would likely have a good idea of what sounds like a document that would be revealing to an organization. Maybe their accounting log might show what they're buying and what they're selling, and that's usually pretty revealing of things.
Yeah, except Balfir cannot read Orcish, but it does
You
have
can.
stats in terms of like inventory management.
Licia's
should
reading
be
it
able
out
to.
loud.
Oh, that's right. I'm sorry.
Yeah,
You are.
Yeah.
Like he should, because
He's
isn't
an
he
elf.
an elf?
He's a purebred elf. Yeah.
Oh, okay. So who can't speak it?
Malachi and
Oh,
Malachi.
Malachi. I'm
and
sorry. I was
Pestica.
confused. I was confused with
Yep.
Malachi.
It's
Okay.
one of the 2 male NPCs.
Okay. So, what is Malachi and
Oh no, hang on. Malachi reading his thingy-majig. He can do common, orcish, elvish, and gnome.
oh,
Nice.
well, isn't he a
So
smarty
that's my
pants?
bad. I should have,
Okay.
you know.
All right. So, what is
Maybe it's also
Malachi and Muriel doing?
I had asked the orc lady if she knew about an anti-paladin.
Oh yeah, you're making small talk. Okay. And Malachi?
Mm-hmm.
Malachi is gonna take a step back, sheath his sword, and give us all dirty looks.
Yeah, a little disassociation there. Yeah, I don't blame you. All right, and anti-paladin. I don't. What's that?
Oh, I don't know. I didn't know if you knew. And then I would
But-
ask
but-
the next question
But
about.
you don't know what you asked me for? I don't
Well,
understand.
I had heard it. I've been hearing it around the caves, so I've been trying to figure out what it is.
Oh no, I've never heard of an anti-paladin.
What about What else were you looking for? Gang, we've got like
Like just there were when we were in the keep, they talked about how they were rallying up the troops for something along the lines of, like, it sounded like something big was happening. But when we were first here, I remember the orc that was keeping Rayla captive and everything made a comment about how more adventurers were coming, and it kind of seemed like they were two sides of the same coin. Like, they were, at least it sounded like it from what I remember.
And don't forget, we're also looking for your mom.
Yeah, that too.
well, that's easy. I would definitely, since I've been asking everyone about that, I would ask
and
if
a
she
cleric.
knew. That's what it was.
Yeah. Right.
If she knew about a missing female elf that looked somewhat matronly or matron capable, and or not, I don't know. Don't judge by appearance. She'll be an elf though. And then a cleric.
And a missing
Not this one. And I points to hers.
a missing elf. How would I know if she was missing? If I saw her, she wouldn't be missing.
Mm. She's missing from us. So if you had seen her prior to seeing us, then yes, you would have seen a missing elf.
I mean, we see elves from time to time.
Have any of them left?
Well, I haven't seen them here in our home, but in the valley, I've seen a cleric pass through from time to time.
Really useful. Thank you. Okay, I'll let Licia know. Hey, your mom's not here, so that's good.
As I'm going through like the inventories and stuff, I can assume that they've tracked like who they've eaten. It's like, yeah, I've got that.
Rayla?
Oh, call me evil. I'm gonna go loot the bodies.
Do it. Oh my god, in full view.
Yeah, that's pretty cold.
We're screwed either way, so why not?
Is there any, like, is this table just a regular table, or is it like a desk with drawers or anything?
No, it's a table. It's a nicer table, a little finer quality than what you see here in the rest of the room, but it's not a desk by any means. Not a desk. There's a thing of ink. What do you call it? An inkwell with a quill.
Yep.
There are a few blank, sheets of paper, but the papers that are there that are scribed, it really appears like it's a inventory, keeping track of what's coming and going. Most seems to be foodstuffs and weaponry. All right.
I call out to Muriel and just ask her what they're gathering all their weapons for.
I will do that. I will ask her if they've been gathering their weapons, or I had heard already, because we heard this yesterday, that, there was a need to gather weapons. What's happening there?
Hold that thought. Libra, what do you've made yourself to your position. I've unfogged what you saw, or what you saw along your sprint, and what you can see now. What would you like to do?
I'm just staying in that area to see if there's any more papers or anything to be seen just right around there.
Okay. Let me share with you. Trying to pick a color. I want to have to go with that. I'm going to use light gray.
Those better not be children.
That's what I can show you for now.
Young,
10, 20, 30, 40, 50. Okay. All right. So
I wasn't going that far. I'm like, where these tables and stuff are, I'm staying right where basically I am, but towards the middle.
Yeah. So as you glance around the corner, you see two male orcs.
Sorry.
Licia, as she's rummaging through her papers and calling back and forth to Muriel, you see a male orc up top over here. Muriel asked the question of, "Hey, what are you guys collecting weapons for?" And she says, "I don't know anything about gathering weapons. I know that we have sufficient armaments to defend ourselves, as any tribe
Uh,
should. Are you looking to
oh,
buy some or supply us with some? I can put you in touch with the chief."
we are in desperate need of arrows, I think, right? And I look towards Rayla.
I give her a thumbs up.
That is something that is hard to find in our neck of the woods that this particular friendship of ours could always benefit from. Um, but in general, just, help me keep this room calm as we make our way out. Defend us if need be. And actually, I do have a question. Um, Do you think your chief is likely to attack us? Because that would be bad. We're very important people.
Well, if you're that important, she says, I would imagine that he would know you and wouldn't would know that you're cordial as you have been here with me. But I don't know why you shot my friends, though.
Oh, well, I didn't shoot your friends. This one, and I point to Pacifica, who's probably nearby. I'm like, he's a few rocks short of the whole quarry, and that could be dangerous. You know what I mean?
And she kind of looks back and gestures at both of the Rayla and Pacifica. Says, "What are they doing to them? What's going on?"
Can they be? Well,
They're saying a prayer.
Rayla is a ranger with very high survival abilities. Um, she's probably just making sure that your friends don't have any healing on them. We had this time once where one of our friends almost died, and you know what? She had a healing potion right on her, and we didn't even check. So I have a feeling that that's what they're doing. In remembering that, that would absolutely be what they're probably doing there. That was recent, fresh.
Muriel, can you
I
make me a
just put my
can you,
hands on my on the desk at the table, and I just look at the the male orc around the corner, and I just stare at them like I'm Jim from The Office. Like, this is what I'm dealing with.
All right, Muriel, make me a charisma check, please.
Oh no! Okay. Those are new and not likely to be something she's quite good at. That's a 7, and
That's good. Charisma is
my charisma's an 11.
okay. Good.
That's good. Yeah. So she's so charismatic to people she's already charmed.
All right, Libra, kind of holding your own here, just camping out.
I kind of whisper and say, "There's two guys over here," and then I'll stay steady.
Licia,
I sigh, and I'm looking at the one that's across from me, and I'm just taking a quick inventory of like if he's like armed or if he's like ready
shown up
for
for
battle.
dinner.
Yeah.
Or is he walking into the kitchen in his
from
like
from what
slippers,
you can
expecting
see,
coffee?
he does not appear to be armed.
Okay.
All right, Rayla,
Yep.
as you have
I'm gonna-
searched your dead lady.
I'm gonna stand up. Gonna make sure I have no weapons visible this time. And I guess I'm gonna go up to Libra just for a little backup kind of thing, just in case Pacifica does something stupid again.
He's a little, trigger happy.
It's all his fault.
Honestly, he's just following the lead of us at this
Ma-
point.
Malachi,
He's listened to almost everything that we've said.
Malachi I guess it's just gonna hang back with his arms crossed and just staring at us
Okay.
with
And Pacifica calls
anger.
as the male orc begins to make his way. He calls out and says, "Hey, stop!"
Who does, Pacifica or the orc?
Pacifica calls out to the orc.
Oh. Yeah, I let him do whatever he'd like.
And the orc replies back in orc and says, "Get out of here!"
Uh, we all hear that, I imagine.
Yeah,
Except for
And I
Pacifica.
he's
I
pretty
don't
loud
think
about it.
Pacifica knows.
I tell the friend, the orc lady I'm standing with, and I'm like, see, I told you things were about to get hot. You ready to help me out?
Yeah, I'll go get the chief for you. I'll be right back. Right. You wanted to talk to
Hey.
the chief about arrows. I'll go get them for you.
Sure.
If you think, actually, before you go, look at this room, read the room. Do you think leaving me in this room would be safe?
Well, I don't know what you mean, but do you want to come with me then? Is that what you're saying?
Well, no, as a friend,
Sure, come
I'm
on.
trying
She
to
kind
get
of she kind of grabs your
view
hand,
of
gives you a little
the
tug. Come
room.
on.
Do you all want to come with?
Yeah, we shouldn't split the party up.
Yeah, let's all go for a walk.
Yeah, no, that sounds like a good idea.
I put down the papers and sigh and pick up my pot and follow.
I don't see anything around other than right here, like no papers or nothing on the wall, like no battle plans or hanging up or
No,
anything on the
no.
table.
There's the tables look like they're set for dinner or lunch or for a meal.
Then I will tag along with darts in hand, but kind of like like
So as your friend is beginning to lead you, and she's walking over here, the male orc says, "Hey, what are you doing? Get them out of here!"
I think he's talking to you, my friend.
I would imagine I'm next to him and say, "Why don't you tell them that we're friends?"
Yeah, like, be honest with him about me, your friend.
Is this the part where we break out in song and dance? And
Like, I don't live in shame. We can be friends.
So she responds, or
Stand by me.
in response to that, she responds to him and says, "It's okay. Everything's okay. I'm just going to take him.
Nice.
I'm just going to take him down the hall." And she begins leading you on up here into, for now I want to say the darkness. It's not dark, but to the darkness.
Oh my gosh.
And he
Into the darkness.
says, "Then why are those two down on the ground? Why are they touching them?"
Go ahead and tell him the story.
All
I told
big
you.
miscommunication.
Yep, we were just trying to. I told you this was going to happen. I am looking. Is there a place in the player's handbook
Oops.
that it's actually probably in the DM guide, actually. I have no idea what this potion of clairvoyance does. But we have one while we have our friend.
Well, I will discourage you from looking because your character would not know that.
Oh, that's true. That's true. Well, luckily,
One,
no success.
2, 3, 4, 5. 5.
Man, this place is big.
All right, Muriel, that's what you see as she begins escorting you up.
Lovely hallway. Quite nice. Quite nice.
Okay, so
Um,
Libra has shifted up a little bit. She said she's going to kind of come up here and head towards you. Licia and Balfour, what are you doing as this dialogue
I'm
is
following
going
her.
on?
I'm
yeah,
following
no,
her.
he'll come around the corner. I mean, he's not going to rush to her aid or anything like that, but he'll make sure he can see where this party's going.
Malachi?
Is gonna follow them. Not happily, I should say.
He's more like babysitting us from not doing anything bad.
Yeah, basically. And
Sounds
he's
about
he's
right.
he's in common tongue basically scolding us about how much we're gonna have to repent when we get back to the keep and expecting us to pay our dues, so to speak.
Okay.
He's gonna smack Licia on the back like I saw that or I heard that.
Wasn't hiding it.
It's gonna be that's double gold from you.
Okay, as you guys are in motion, moving around and making your way up here the hallway with this orc lady and getting much resistance or pushback from the male, you guys do.
Did you find anything on
Yeah, I was going to
the
say,
on the lady orcs?
Alicia and Muriel, you see a little further here into this next room with the illuminated chandelier, and see that there's a weapon rack there on the far west wall, and you pick up a few more guys that you see.
Wonderful.
Okay.
And
Well, this is another nice hallway.
Oh, let me put in Pacifica, who has switched himself over to his two-handed sword, and he's just standing. Whoops, wrong color. That's him though. He's just chomping at the bit.
Good. We like that.
I'll tell him we're outnumbered. We're just gonna go see the chieftain. Please be good.
It's like, what? You're leaving?
We're gonna see the chieftain. Please be on your best behavior. He is like a king to them.
Wait a minute. So, am I going with you?
If you behave.
What if I just kill the orcs?
No, there's no killing the orcs. They have no arms. They are good.
That would be evil of you.
And didn't you
Here's
just
the thing.
didn't you just
There's
say
a way for them to get armed.
didn't you just say that they have weapons? Didn't the papers say they had weapons?
But right now
Okay.
they are good. Right now we are on good terms. If we can get some information and come out of this alive, it's gonna be the best thing for us.
And we should sick Malachi. If he feels like preaching, this is perfect. He can keep this guy busy.
Rayla, what are you doing?
Yeah. I'm gonna be following everyone and yeah.
And yeah.
Okay, so she starts leading you up this hallway to the resistance of her male counterparts, and he keeps calling out to her, "Don't do that! You're going to get in trouble! Don't do that! You're going to get all of us in trouble!"
Like how he's like respecting her though, and just letting her do it. It's great.
But none of them seem to be going towards the armor as we're walking behind, right?
No, no. I'll say almost like strangely, at least strangely relative to the bulk of your encounters here in the Valley of the Day Rain, they are not. Whoops.
I don't know. I find that suspicious.
Starting
Well,
to
if we
think
can
that
get. Okay.
we're the bad guys.
No.
Have you ever played Final Fantasy VII?
No.
My favorite one.
It's not too long into that game when you're like, oh, we're the terrorists. Uh-huh.
Yep.
That's
game.
wonderful.
Great game.
Okay. So
Hey, we did stop attacking them though. We only killed 2.
So Muriel,
Today.
as you make your way up here and gain a little more
Uh-huh.
visibility here. Oop, I went too far there. I don't want to reveal too much. Okay, but that's all right. There's a door there, just 10 feet up. There's a door. Okay.
Door. As we're walking, I would be asking my new friend all about her chieftain. If he's like a noble chieftain, is he tall and handsome? Is he brutal? Like, what's he like?
He's very handsome, she says. Very
Oh,
handsome.
I bet.
If only I
Cool.
could be so
While they're
lucky.
walking, real quick,
Getting
while they're
a
walking,
lot of deja vu from
yeah,
from the last time that she
Yeah.
charged someone and had a very handsome chieftain.
but
Playing with
while they're
people's
walking,
emotions is like the only thing.
Malachi's going to be doing detecting evil stuff.
So, where is he detecting evil?
As of right now, I'm going to say towards that door.
And I'm asking because that takes 1 round to accomplish.
Gotcha. Fair enough. Okay.
And physical barriers greatly they impede his detection ability.
Well, that's not fair.
I said it impedes, it doesn't make it impossible. Alright, so Malachi pauses here at the corner so he can concentrate on the door and the hallway. What's his face? Pacifica, Muriel, you guys are kind of losing sight of as you start making your way around the corner here, as she
Don't lose sight.
leads you here. Oh, that's not an
All
eraser.
right. Um, is he magical in any way? Does he have any special abilities or any special, is he, does he have any charming vulnerabilities?
I don't know what that means, she says, but I know that he's really big and
Big, okay.
and he's been working with the other orcs here in the valley.
Working on like their resumes or like farming.
There are other orcs.
Yeah, the other clan. They've been working back and forth together.
Oh, because there's 2 major clans in this valley, right? That's why.
So
And she says it kind of loud.
so she leads you all here up to the door.
So working together with the other clans, is that something new for you all? Or are you like turning over a new leaf here in the valley?
I'm not sure how to answer that. Malachi, you detect no evil,
Yay.
except when you turn around, you see that there's a male orc there, right there behind you.
We split the
Hi,
party.
what's up?
Yeah, hi, what's up?
As I say, I thought we were all behind him, like kind of like single filey.
Okay, so get myself straight here. She knocks on the door, rather kind of strongly knocks on the door. And let me get Muriel here. You're pink, right?
It's okay. You can forget me. Sure.
Muriel's pink. I think Licia was not too far behind, right? A little bit of Libra going on. So she knocks on the door loudly, and she waits. She knocks on the door, and then she starts kind of scurrying off. She says, "Okay, he'll talk to you now," and she starts kind of scurrying off.
Yeah, that's
Libra
not.
does.
No, not Libra. No. Your
Oh,
friends.
hey, come back. You were just talking about how handsome he is. How else are you gonna? Yeah, come on. Besides, I need you to introduce us.
She says, "No, I'm not going to get in trouble."
Oh, you
Oh,
won't get in
God.
trouble. Oh, actually, I have more questions. And I ask her about the safety thing I asked before.
The safety thing. What safety thing?
If
The
you
dance.
leave us, will we be, if you leave your
Oh.
friend behind, will I be safe?
And as she's kind of making briskly walking away, she says, "Be nice to him, and you'll be okay."
Okay, cool, cool. She says, we just gotta be nice to him.
Yeah, that's BS. Rayla's gonna be Malachi because she stopped with him when he did the detect thing. Unfortunately, I can't clone myself, so
I say we be respectful enough not to have weapons out to show no threat. To see if
Mhm.
chance that would help.
I still hold the
Muriel
pan.
turns around wide-eyed, like really wide-eyed to Alicia, who's right behind her, just goes, "So, plan D, we just ask if they have arrows to sell. Okay?"
I just give her a deadpan look.
That works for me, but let's be ready, but not to show that we have any threat.
Okay, don't come out aggressive.
tell that to
Are we gonna
Pacifica.
wait for the others, or
So the door
I would.
opens, Muriel,
I love her.
and standing
Mhm.
before you is a slightly larger, more formidable female orc,
Mhm.
and says, "What is this in Orcish?" Of course, she says, "What is this interruption? Who are you? What is this interruption?"
Muriel will introduce herself, and she will gesture to the empty hallway and say, "With the escort of my friend who has well, it looks like she's gone now. Um, we hear that you are selling, or that there are weapons that could be purchased."
Purchased? Who took? Who took? Get out of here! How'd you get here?
Oh, well, we were escorted here, obviously.
That's not obvious. There's no one
Oh,
here. You're all humans and elves. Get out of here.
how do you think we would have made it this far if not by escort? We were led in here. We heard that you had been um had some plenty, I should say, of weaponry,
That's a good
and
point.
we
How did you get
found
in here? How'd you get past our guards? What have you done with them?
Oh, God.
we did nothing to your guards. We are friends. Otherwise, obviously, we wouldn't be here. We were hunting this terrible, terrible bear that ate one of our horses, and in doing so, used all of our arrows. You were the closest cave, and we made friends with one of your lovely orc wives. Um, she mentioned you had weapons, and that would be of great use to us.
Make me a charisma check, please.
God darn it! Well, at least I did okay last
I'm
time.
just standing back and thinking to myself, I think I'm as dumb as I am. I think I'm one of the highest charismas.
It's a 6.
On a charisma of.
Let's hope they're not smarter. 11.
Okay, that's good. That's like half.
Oh God,
Remember, you,
I'm
remember.
still getting used to the
Yeah, yeah.
ADHD.
You want low for that. Yeah, yeah.
It makes my heart skip a beat when you see the number first.
All
It's
right.
like I have to
She
say it out loud now.
she turns around and you understand the Orcish and calls out, "Otto, are you listening to this? What should we do with
Hi,
this?"
Otto.
All right, let me do a little unfogging here for you. Muriel, who's at the front door, maybe a little bit of Alicia there.
Does anyone else have any bright ideas? Balthier,
Oh,
not
but you're
Muriel.
doing.
Balthier is gonna ask around.
Oh, you mean
Are we
this isn't
really
working?
following her? This is what's happening right now.
We'll just get the no and then we'll leave.
Good idea.
You think that's gonna happen? You think they're gonna let us leave?
Well, if they offer, we'll take it.
As I say, she asked us once if we can leave, and we didn't take it, so we're just like, alright, well, thank you for your help. And then we run. Really
Oh,
fast.
hang on. That's the wrong
Well,
screen
running
share.
makes us look guilty.
That's true.
Wrong. Okay, that's the right screen share. Okay.
Or in a hurry, one or the other. Or both.
Confident.
All right, so Muriel, the walls, from what you can see, there is some faint illumination from a candle
Okay.
on the desk there to your left that you can just about see. There's a large chair at that table as well. There is a very large orc sitting at that table. There is another female orc laying in that crappy bed that's there, and all the walls, you can't actually see the walls. What you see are like tapestries or wall hangings all around on all three walls that you can see.
Very nice. Very nice.
So it's actually a carpeted floor as well, which is, I believe, the first that you've actually encountered here in the valley. So that's a little different. Again, the tapestries hanging on the wall. The bed, the chair, and the desk look like they're kind of in shitty condition, but they're still workable. So you got one female that's sleeping on the bed, one that is engaged with you, and the very large male orc sitting at the desk, presumably Otto.
Hi, Otto. Good morning. I say in Orcish. Arrows? Question mark. You got him?
And he slowly kind of slides his chair back and stands his enormous body up.
And my 75-pound, 4'6" self just is like, uh-huh.
Yeah, he stands about 7, maybe 8 feet tall.
Oh, he's like two of me.
So yeah, he's kind of large. And he says to you in common, "Who is this?"
By this, do you mean me?
Yes, little one. Who are you?
Ah, I am an adventurer, in need of horse revenge, and was told you might have arrows for sale by a lovely orc wife in your front kitchen.
No, my 2 wives are here, and they would never have said such a thing.
Oh, sorry, that's not what you call them. Female orc ladies? I don't really know. The ones who were doing the cooking in the front room there. Are
Yes,
they
yes.
slaves? I don't know.
And even if we had arrows to sell, they're in no position to say such things.
Oh, well, guess that's something you'll have to take up with them. I don't got no business there.
But we could be going if we don't
mean,
have anything
if-
to sell.
We were misinformed. We are happy to get out of your orcish hair.
No, I'm not saying you were misinformed. I just don't know why you were informed of such.
Well, we
came
were
in to dry off,
offered
and then we were told.
we were offered breakfast. Started striking up a conversation with one of the ladies. She seemed quite nice. We had a lot in common, and just it went well. Yeah, so no arrows then, huh? Okay. Misunderstanding. You've got one of the nicest rooms I have seen in these caves yet. I just gotta say.
He says, "Adalia, step out of the way. Let her in."
Oh, I don't want to be in.
I kind of hold on to the back of her shirt, and it's like,
I don't want to be in.
He says,
like-
"I thought you wanted arrows, did you not?"
Oh, sure. Yeah, for arrows. You keep them in your bedroom? That's weird.
don't follow.
Yes,
can we
please.
Here?
Come in. Let's talk.
I mean, this is probably a nice clothes. Sure, look.
Oh God.
I follow. I'm holding on to her as if like a mama bear type of situation, and is following.
I just nonchalantly follow in. I just might as well at this point.
Playing it cool, playing it cool.
That's kind of the best I can do for you, Alicia.
It's okay.
Okay. He says Otto says, was it Otto? Right, it was Otto, right?
Yeah, it was
Yeah.
Otto. Odalia is his wife,
Odalia,
and we
yeah.
don't know the other wife's name.
And who sent you, little one?
I'll physically describe the orc that brought us here. I will even go so far as to say, and she's got nothing but wonderful things to say about you.
No, that's not what I mean, he says in Orcish. Who sent you? You came from the keep, didn't you?
Oh, well, no, we came from our campsite, which is just outside, actually, in a nice grove of trees. We met, some people on the road, and we were out getting some exercise. Our horse got eaten, by a bear. We ran out of arrows. Your hole was right here. We entered, we smelled food, we met
Our hole?
cave hole, the
She means her cave.
hole
Means her cave.
in
Your
the
home, your
ground,
lovely home.
on the side of the where the in out.
Please, little one, choose your words wisely.
Oh, that's difficult. 'Cause, okay, I'll talk slower. Not for you, for me. Uh, So yeah, I guess that's where we came from. Yeah, does that answer your question about the arrow situation?
Let me describe this man a little more to you. He is clad in chainmail.
Mm-hmm.
He has a shield on his back and a mace at his hip.
Nice.
He has some rings on his fingers
Very beautiful. Beautiful.
and a couple pouches, if you will, on his waistband.
I could
The-
use those next week.
The lady who you initially spoke with is not dressed in quite the same way, as she is has simple, like lightweight, pieced together leather armor, kind of a really makeshift, and she just has a club hanging at her hip as well. And then of course you have the other one here that's in bed sleeping, or presumably sleeping in bed, laying down. So he says, no, that's not someone. You came from the keep. I'm certain of that. Adventurers don't come here without passing through the keep. They never have.
Does that mean that all adventurers are sent on errand by someone from the keep?
So you were.
We are just wandering the caves. Asking-
Yeah, but I mean, I will go to any oasis for an adventuring party. I am not biased to where my weapons come from, as you can see. I
Alicia
have a
just
need.
steps forward and goes, "What do you know about the keep?" Just in comment, just drops all pretenses. It's like, "What is it you know about the keep?"
Very nice. Very nice.
Why do you ask, little one? What is my knowledge of the keep of concern to you? Are you on a scouting mission? Were you retained by that ridiculous Lord de Sanderall?
So paranoid.
Honestly, Lord de Sanderall has been doing whatever from what I know, but honestly, the more I find in the caves, I see less and less evil beings and more just people who are persons that are trying to protect themselves. Have we been led astray by Lord
Final Fantasy
Sandoval.
VII kicking in. Are we the bad guys?
Have you been led astray? Well, what has my good old friend Lord DeSanderall been feeding you?
So he's your friend.
No, my little elven friend, that was sarcasm. My friend he is not. But the enemy of my enemy is my friends.
I don't trust him.
We have common enemy?
So perhaps you are wiser than you look, little one.
There's been a lot of secrets going around, and very little that I've seen that really they keep I don't go into too much detail, but they keep saying of things about great enemies in the Valley of the Day Rain, yet almost everyone we've encountered has only been has been protecting themselves and living their own lives.
Your assessment is probably fair and just. We are just various clans here residing in the valley, and ironically all peacefully, clans that perhaps wouldn't normally coexist in such proximity. But yet we do just fine because we all keep to ourselves. But the keep always wants to press upon us, threaten us, and make our lives difficult.
Why?
Ask Mr. Sanderall.
I think we got to talk to this pompous sounding dude.
I'm just curious as for the rain and the curse that we were told about. Have you heard or seen anything about a paladin and or cleric that has started this Valley of Dayrain? Or was that all lies as well?
There's some truth to that, but that is all I can say.
Would you like the rain to stop, or are you on that side?
What side are you referring to, young lady?
The side of the rain.
I don't know if we have to, like she said, figure out some more information, and now I'm just kind of curious as to if you need our help to help with the valley to find out if you would like the rain to stop or which side maybe we should choose, so that way we know more knowledge as to what is happening. Hear your side, because now you have us curious.
Sorry, I was trying to find a file. Yes. So, we've shifted, ladies. I thought we were talking about arrows. Are you in need of some?
Oh, I need arrows.
Or does the keep need some? Is that why you're here?
Oh my
The
god,
keep,
you are so
we need some
paranoid.
because there were none at the keep. I just
There
say
were
bluntly.
none at the keep.
Yes,
The
I
out of
understand that. The
arrows.
concern I have is that you're not purchasing for yourselves. That is not where your interest lies. My concern
Oh
is that
god, I'm
you are
not going to
purchasing
buy
for the
arrows for
keep.
somebody else. That doesn't do us any good out here.
Honestly, like honestly, the shopkeep at the keep is like in love with her. I just point at Libra, and
Yeah.
she's been swindling him for the last couple
Swindling.
days that we've been here, and just to get it for free, and even he's been low on supplies because they're apparently trying to do something big.
Ah,
I look at you.
do tell, little one, do tell.
Yep,
All
I
we
do.
know is that Lord DeSantifal has asked for more weapons for his armies, and that's all we know. We don't know what they're trying to rush. Our assumption had been that something was going on in the Valley of the Day Rain, but as we've seen through multiple times, there's nothing to suggest that you guys are rallying up beyond just protecting yourselves.
Self-defense, yeah.
Self-defense.
Malachi, Rayla, and Balfour, what are you doing?
I want to join up with them.
Who is that?
Balfour.
Rayla?
Yeah, so does Malachi. I thought we'd be with them by this point.
Balfour is going to be babysitting Pacifica in the hallway outside the door, so that in no way, shape, or form is Pacifica being allowed in that room. So he's got them. He's convinced, or he's trying to convince Pacifica that their job is to stand watch right there.
I want Rayla to come up and hear something about arrows, and she comes in and is like, "Oh, arrows? Can we buy some arrows, or can I buy some arrows?"
There isn't sufficient room for you to enter, but
But I can still.
Yeah, you can hear. I mean, you only if I have you from 5 feet away. I mean, you can be right there at the door, but.
So I'll just call. I need some arrows. I'll buy some.
I know they're a little wary of our intentions. As one would expect, we are not the customers or visitors they are likely used to seeing. Lisa's doing a fabulous job, though, conversing. If we just, we should shut up.
And I just go, as you can see, I am surrounded by idiots.
Hey, that's my line.
And Otto says, "Ladies, how many arrows can the three of you possibly need?"
Rayla, how many arrows did you want to get? Like 10?
Yeah, 10's good. Keeps me comfortable.
I would say 20 just to be on the safe end, just to have some extra for Malachi. I don't need any because I can't use a bow.
I can't use them
Right.
either.
So Rayla will say, "I have 20. 20 should be more than
10 each for Malachi and Rayla.
Malachi.
We don't need to have trigger happy Pacifica.
No.
Pacifica.
Balfour, Pacifica, you are being approached, or walking up the hallway, are two male orcs with clubs in hand. I shouldn't put them that close to you.
Balfour would just nod his head.
Put them a little further back. Pacifica, on the other hand, calls out to them in common. Says, "Hey, stop!" And
Who wants to sacrifice Pacifica for the good of the group?
They keep walking. I said stop!
Balfour will say to him, "They're probably not going to listen to you, man."
I don't understand you.
And Malachi, what the hell is his name? Pacifica switches from bow to sword, his giant sword that he has. And he quickly turns back and looks at Balfour and says, "Balfour, come on, we need to do this."
Balfour looks at the two male orcs and says, "My friend's a little slow. He's probably going to try to attack you right now. I would try to defend yourself, as I have no control over this monster."
Okay. Meanwhile, back
making
over
it
here,
clear he is not. This guy is. He's making his own bed.
Okay. Meanwhile, back over here. Tell me again. I lost track of your response. The question was, how many arrows do you need?
20.
20 is what we're gonna go. We're not gonna ask for too much, but we're also not gonna lowball it.
Yeah, 20. 10 for me, 10 for Pacifica. Not Pacifica. Malachi.
Yeah, no. Pacifica
Certainly not.
can.
Yeah.
I wonder if we could offer him for trade.
Rayla
thought about
and
that.
Rayla
Offer
and
him
Malachi, you hear clashing of metal, clashing
Oh, for the love of God.
Did they start?
of striking. Yes, melee has ensued over here.
I'm gonna yell-
20 arrows, you say, and for what price are you offering for such small quantities?
Let's
Well,
see how much we paid for at the keep.
Well, hang on. Hang on. I wanna be on. I will be buying them. I want to be on this guy's good side, considering we did kill 2 of his people.
He doesn't know
I'm
that
gonna
yet.
Two of his people.
I'm gonna tell him what is the price you would like.
For 20 arrows, for adventurers who may use them against my clan? Interesting. What do you have in trade, perhaps? Perhaps we don't need to
You can take
discuss.
Pacifica.
Gonna say that. I'm like, in good faith, we have a prisoner who we know attacked your clan yesterday.
Mm-hmm. And today.
Yeah.
So what you're
He's
saying?
probably
I should've
attacking
said
them
that.
So
right now.
what you're saying is you can't control your own prisoner.
Well,
Is that
he's
what
a
you're
little
saying?
bit. Yes, that is
He's
what I'm saying.
savage.
You haven't
very
met this man.
Simple-minded and with that
Very
strength that he has.
Yeah, you have not met this man.
A savage.
Impossible to control.
Really stupid.
I bet you I could control him.
Oh, I would love.
Yes.
This would.
He
I
is
would.
all yours for 20
know what-
arrows, my good sir.
Yeah, exactly. We will give him to you.
Then bring him to me.
Okay.
Uh,
And I get so excited at this point that I run out. I tackle him at full speed and then try to drag and tell Belfair, we have a plan. Please
Hold on, how
help me
tiny are you? Aren't you tiny though?
I'm 5'1".
I could just picture you just jumping on his shoulders and just dangling there.
Yeah,
Well, isn't it like-
he's
isn't
only
it like
he's only
Malachi-
6'2",
Malachi-
200 pounds.
I just got overly
Malachi-
excited and was going for it, guys. I'm doing it.
Balfour
Well,
has like that
Malachi's
roguish
because
lean on the
Malachi-
wall.
6'1", I think. Hang on.
All right, Libra.
Well,
Yeah,
I'll tell
Malachi's
Belfair
tall
as
too.
I'm doing
Malachi's
it.
6-footish. Libra. So
Yeah,
Balfour's like, I tried to.
in your
warn your orc friends.
enthusiasm and your excitement, you start scurrying down the hallway here, the fairly well illuminated hallway. And as you come around the corner, you see your friend Pacifica engaged in melee with Balfour just watching, truly a spectator in the melee.
Yep.
And you
Malachi's
and
gonna-
you see Pacifica come down with a huge blow with his giant two-handed sword and just sever the guy's leg as he drops and is just gushing blood.
Malachi's gonna rush him and
Maybe you can
Land.
heal the orc.
Balfour was like, I told you, man.
I will
Told
tackle him. I have
you.
him I have him as low as I possibly can, or at least whatnot. And say,
And as you begin
we are bringing him to
to
the chief.
attempt to rally or harness him, control him, you take notice that not only is that guy down and bleeding out, there's also another dead one as well, all at the bloodied hands of Pacifica.
I'll say, Belfair, we
yeah.
have a plan. Please help
You go-
wrangle him.
He looks at you and he's getting it. He's like, I'm picking
I
up
able
what
to
you're laying
tackle
down.
him?
He helps.
I know, but
You were
also,
able to tackle him? Yeah, I'll grant you that. You caught him off guard by surprise from behind.
Yep. So,
And-
Malachi's
does he hit his head on the wall?
And
That'd be
as he's quickly scurrying to his feet and trying to like push you off so he can get to his feet, you see that he's kind of bloodied up here as well. He took a few
Shame.
blows here in this melee from these
Like,
clubs.
as I tell Belfair, we have a plan. I like Pacifica and say we have the chief that would like to talk to you.
Balthier is going to come up behind Pacifica and say, "Here's your chance, an orc chieftain."
Yeah, but you didn't help me with these guys. You gonna hang me out on
No.
this one?
bet, brother.
Malachi's gonna come up and just grab him and start forcibly pushing him towards the chief.
Balthier is just going to say, "I am no match for these warriors like you are."
Malachi, make me a
Yeah.
strength
Not gonna
check,
like
please.
Strength check. Okay, hang on. 5, and my strength, or Malachi's strength, is a 16.
Okay. Excellent. All right, so you begin to try to pull him or grapple with him and drag him towards the chieftain, and he is putting up a heck of a fight. Like he's truly resisting you, like not swinging punches fighting, but he's fighting back. He's 100% resisting what you're doing, and he asks you just that, like, "What are you doing? What are you doing? Let me go."
Chief wants to see you. Come on.
We're all in there.
Let me go. Let me go. Don't make me swing.
Don't make me swing.
Can I grab his weapon and like maybe chin check him with it along the way?
Kind of just
Yeah,
turned to Muriel. Isn't he supposed to be charmed by you? Why aren't you helping?
Oh, because I was in the room.
What?
I got overly excited.
Libra, what is your strength?
I didn't know if the bad guy would let me leave, or the orc chieftain would let me leave the room.
Libra, let's
But
get
yeah,
a
I'm happy to-
strength
yeah.
check on you.
It's a 12.
Your strength is 12, and what did you roll? A D20.
Does that count if it accidentally slipped from my hand?
Just
Or can I re-roll?
you just get it. Just roll it.
Be right
Okay.
back.
Could have probably kept the first one. It's a 10.
Okay.
The first one was a natural 20.
Oh no! Remember, you want low. So you rolled a 10, and your strength is
What I
what?
thought. 12.
12.
12. Okay. 10. Okay, got it. Okay. So you are not able to successfully disarm him, and I'm going to put that back on pause for a second. I'm going to come back over here to your big orc man. So you have a prisoner that you can't control, and you want me to trade him for arrows?
I'm happy. Oh, I'm not over there. Why am I?
No, because you said you want to go to push him
Malachi.
along. Oh, Malachi. I'm
Malachi.
sorry.
It wasn't me. It wasn't Rayla, because Rayla knows better.
Famous last words. It wasn't me. It's not mine. I was holding it for someone.
I was singing the song too, Ren.
He's gonna now be at the doorway and say, I'm happy to pay for. I'm happy to pay for arrows with gold. I was just gonna let you have him for free.
I don't think I'll. What else do you have for trade?
We do have this suspicious potion of that Pacifica said that it was clairvoyance, but clairaudience.
Clairaudience, yeah.
He's an idiot, so we have no idea what it actually is.
So you're propositioning me with a potion that you don't know what it is, or even if it's a potion. Does that sound like a good trade to you?
No, I'm just being honest. I wasn't the one saying to trade. I've kind of just been watching them fumble and everything. It's kind of both entertaining and frustrating, to be quite honest.
I'm gonna ask, what does he want?
So, Rayla, the woman is kind of making her way toward the door and kind of standing, like physically standing in your way for your conversation. And she says, Otto, just be done with them. It's not worth it.
Okay.
I mean, we would be happy to investigate the keep for you, but we can be on our merry way.
What was that about the keep, he says?
We can
We
spy on the keep for you.
investigate it. Maybe try and find
Spy on
things.
the keep, you say, my little friend. What is your name?
My name's Alicia.
Licia. What? Now you have my interest there. Spy on the keep. I like the sounds of that. What do you think you could find out for me?
Well, I did become acquainted with the magistrate of the keep, Josephine Rose, and she in turn knew about my missing mother, or potentially, but she seems to be holding secrets about this Lord de Sandoval, and we might be able to find more information about what he's planning.
Interesting. That could be valuable information if we knew what he's planning, what his tactics are, even his numbers especially. That could be very helpful. And how much time would you need to obtain such information?
Honestly, with how things have been going for us, it could take forever at this point, but most of the time, at least a good day or two to go into the keep and come back.
I would say 3 days for travel.
Because they do close the keep at a certain time, and if we don't get there in time, we would have to wait.
Yes, understood. So when you come back with this insightful information, this invaluable information, and provide that to me, we can talk about these arrows that you're in need of.
That's fair.
In the meantime, step into my office with me, if you will. I want to show you something.
Okay.
Are we not already in the office?
Oh, there's obviously something behind these curtains.
There's curtains.
Am I allowed to go through, or is she still blocking me?
He disappears behind this curtain over here.
Am I allowed to go
to
through,
the northwest?
or is she still blocking me?
She's still kind of in the doorway there.
I'm gonna ask, may I please follow my party mates?
And Licia?
I'm gonna say please.
You know what? I've kind of gotten to the point where it's just like, might as well. Like, I don't trust anybody. Like, I'm 100% serious when I say that I didn't trust Lord de Sandoval. So I'm like, you know what? Might as well.
All right. So you follow this large orc into this little alcove type area. With all these little like nooks and crannies. Okay. And you see in here 2 full sets of plate mail armor, a set of chain mail, 4 or 5 broadswords, a few bows, a whole barrel full of arrows. And he says, Ms. Licia, I just want to show you just a taste of what we'd be capable of should the keep decide to act inappropriately. So if need be, share that with our mutual friend, Mr. de Sandoval. But depending what you find out for me will determine how much of this I can share with you.
It's a fair trade.
Is that fair?
More than.
Okay, so 3 days' time, you say. Do you need an escort? Shall I send someone with you?
As much as we would appreciate it, it would look suspicious in a way that, because as of right now, we haven't raised any suspicions in the keep, and just being covered, it to stay and find as much as we can, it's best to lay low.
Fair enough. If you feel as though you can safely handle yourselves, then so be it. Then I shall see you in 3 days' time.
I nod. 3 days' time. And
Yes, my friend Licia. My wife shall escort you and your friends out.
right. Do you still want Pacifica? Because we're
Just gonna-
totally cool with you having him. By the way.
Oh yeah, no, I didn't hear the ending of how that went. I was really hoping it went well.
No, that won't be necessary. I think the information, assuming you provide me sufficient and quality information, will be more than enough for a fair trade of some arrows.
Oh, so
All right.
did they?
You can have it for free.
I didn't know if they wanted revenge.
I relay the information of that we are to go to the keep and return within 3 days with any and all information we can gather on Lord de Sanderfall and his intentions towards the Valley of the Dayrain.
Don't let
Now,
Pacifica know
real
any of
quick.
this.
what
I'm just
Malachi,
telling you guys in the.
We don't
Is he
tell
still-
Pacifica this.
but real quick, Malachi, is he still thrashing around with Pacifica?
So we're going to get ready to circle back around to that right now. All right, so Muriel, Licia, and Rayla were here in the room, or just inside the room. Licia made it to the little secret cove, or alcove, excuse me. Muriel here in the main room, and Rayla just outside trying to kind of jockey around for position, make her way in, looking around. And Alicia comes out and says, "All right, guys, come on, it's time to go back." And as you guys begin to make your way out here, I'm just going to put one generic dot here for you guys. Make your way out. You can't see that white one. His wife kind of follows behind you all as you start making your way out. Back over here, we had the little scurry here between Libra, Malachi, and Pacifica. Pacifica is bloodied. He's looking a little rough as he took a few blows here from these two dead orcs in the hallway, and just doesn't understand what's going on and why Libra and Malachi are trying to beat the shit out of him.
I'm just trying to get you to the chief. Follow. You're so hard to handle.
As we approach, Muriel would walk up to the group and be like, "Hey, we just wrapped up talking with the chief. What took you all so long? Why didn't you follow us?"
Malachi panting, Pacifica. What else do you think?
Huh? I thought we made it clear that we were gonna go meet with the chieftain, Pacifica. You didn't get that message? They didn't come and get you?
He's attacked He's attacked and killed 2 more of the orcs.
Hey, Pacifica, what's up with that?
And the female who's trailing you says, "What? What did you say? What happened?"
The
He
guy
won't
that
follow.
we tried to turn into you all because he's violent and slayed your people looks like he's killed a few more. But your dude Otto said he didn't want him, which I thought was really surprising. I think he's gonna want him now.
She hesitates. You kind of catch her off guard. She's speechless, and she kind of pushes her way through all of you. Let me do this. Pushes her way through all of you with haste as you guys are kind of scuffling amongst yourselves, and makes her way over to the 2 orcs over here. Makes her way past Pacifica, and she's tending to them, checking on them.
At this point, I'm off of his back, I would assume.
That's fair. Yep.
While that's happening, can Malachi just kind of shimmy around the corner and I want more detection, good and evil, please, towards the orc Otis guy.
Otto?
Otto, yeah. What did I say?
Otis.
Otis.
Otis?
Oh,
Close.
sorry.
So close.
Okay, so she's tending to her down clan members, and Malachi comes around the corner to check out what's going on down over here, while the rest of you are just trying to figure out what the hell to do or how to get past these now 3 orcs, although 2 dead. And Malachi, yeah, you have a strong sense of evil down here. Oops, I was trying to draw a line, but it's an eraser. Yeah, there's a whole lot of evil going on over here.
It's bad.
Ugh.
All bad.
Okay, he's gonna join the party.
The
'Cause-
real question is if he senses evil in among the keep. Because anything could be evil. Like, evil is subjective when you think about it.
yeah, no, absolutely. But I know with Malachi is if he's not gonna want to turn against the good people to help out evil. So I'm just trying to figure out if he's gonna be staying in the party or not. That's the dilemma I'm trying to figure out here.
I'm sure I bet Malachi, if he discovered that like evil shenanigans were going down, like I don't know how lawful necessarily he is. I bet if he discovered that horrible things were being done by the supposedly good people, he would be,
Absolutely.
yeah, he'd be.
No, absolutely. Did you remember when the original Malachi? Do you remember DM if he was lawful good, neutral
He was
good,
lawful.
or lawful good?
Yep,
Okay.
paladins are always lawful good.
I am just going to pause really quickly
Or he could be
because
an
I
oath
want
breaker.
everyone to consider this YouTube comment suggestion that we just received about how to handle this situation.
Okay, fair.
We should offer that Pacifica can be betrothed to one of the orc princesses.
I love it. Thank you, YouTube. You were amazing.
And that's how half-orcs
Oh.
come to be.
It's a beautiful idea.
We're gonna bring in the half orcs.
Yep.
This is amazing.
If Pacifica asks, we could just be like, we have a plan. Don't worry about it.
And Erica, I don't know if you
love
can
it.
see this, but we are blowing up YouTube, ladies. We have 2 people watching right now.
Oh,
Wow.
2! Not 1, 2!
that's double than last time.
Then let's get this fighter sold off. The highest bidder,
Of course, Erica, I think you might be one of those 2.
essentially.
Okay, so coming back, let me go back to my map. Look at the map here with you guys.
Well,
Okay.
hang on. Before we kill him off or sell him off or whatever, make sure we get that potion from him because
Oh,
even though we
absolutely.
don't know what it is, it could still be useful.
Yep. Don't worry about the potion. Got
Including his
got
horse.
that.
Okay, so Malachi detects a shit ton of evil, strong sense of evil down that hallway where the other half of the party just came from. And
I need to put this back in the
and the
real quick. I'll be right
female
back.
orc, the orc wife, who was escorting you, saw caught the kind of the tail end, so to speak, of the shenanigans of her 2 clan members down on the ground, bleeding out, with one with a severed leg, and she immediately pushes through all of you all and makes haste over to them to check on them. And that's when Malachi detected evil down the hallway. So, as a party, what are you thinking?
Both Muriel and Balfour are on the side of it looks like Pacifica did this. He did this all on his own. We vocalized against it and he ignored us.
Are you speaking in Orcish, I'm assuming?
Oh no, sorry, I was talking to the DM. I was summarizing
I'm sorry.
that's what I think Muriel and Balfour would have going on in their heads.
Okay. So they're wanting to not take any responsibility.
Yeah, neither of them are going to step forward and be like, "Let us mend this situation." They're both going to be like, "It looks like Pacifica's in trouble."
I say in Orcish, I feel whatever justice you think that he deserves. you were granted on him.
Rayla pipes up, I second that.
And while she's kind of down on one knee, she looks up in the general direction of you, Libra, and says, "Yes, but he's with you. He's your prisoner. You're responsible for him."
We have been trying, and as you could tell, we are at our wits' end. We were probably going to end up either hurting him and or taking him in, but I don't think, as far as we know right now, can take it
Balfour
no more.
will back her up and say, I did try to warn your orc compadres that he was violent and was likely to strike if they approached armed, and I tried to help, but it's a shame.
Your
It's an
inability
orc
to control
tragedy.
him does not make you not responsible for him. He's still your responsibility.
Yes, yes, we're willing to gift him to you as he is no longer a useful member of our party. He clearly is more trouble than he's worth and has done harm. You can utilize him in exchange for whatever means you find necessary. We
Also,
work, you know, go for
in
it.
And
our defense,
Rayla's gonna pipe up and say, but we do need to get going if we're gonna get the information to
Otto.
Otis. What?
Otto,
Otto.
Otto. So I was
I would
Otto.
say in our defense, he was not like this. He was not our prisoner until just recently. He's just, I don't know what's happening. At first, he was great, and then he snapped, and so we've been trying slowly to keep a hold, and it seems as today he has fully lost control, and
So
we were just
Pacifica
done with him.
speaks out in common to you, Muriel, and says, "Hey, what's going on? What are you all talking about?" And
You are
your other lady friend
I'm sorry.
who had escorted you up to the chief has made her way back here into the hallway and says, "Oh my goodness, what happened? What's going on?"
Muriel will tell Pacifica, um, it looks like your decision to attack the orcs instead of following us all into the chieftain's meeting room as you were instructed to do has resulted in some unpleasant side effects.
Yeah, these guys came at me all armed and everything. I told them to stop.
Uh, Balfier's like, you did not tell them to stop.
I did. I told them twice to stop.
Did you tell them
Uh,
in common or in Orcish?
Well, I don't speak
Balfier's gonna
Orcish,
be like, you aren't the boss of them and their
but
home.
I told them twice. Balfour, you heard me.
I heard you try to give orders to orcs in their own home. They chose to ignore you, as is their right.
So they cannot understand you, or at least I can't assume that they do not understand. But demanding to stop versus asking to stop is two different things.
But I don't understand. I did what I could. I told them to stop. They didn't stop.
Did you say it politely? Because yesterday you weren't very polite.
Well, you should understand that speaking the wrong language is gonna
But
result
but
in
I can't
lack
speak
of
their language.
communication.
I can't. I don't know that. I can't help that. I did what I could.
Yeah, defaulting to murder is not the good thing to do.
Muriel,
That's the evil thing
I
to
thought
do.
you were supposed to have my back here. What's going on?
Yeah, you're supposed to have mine. You were supposed to follow me
I did.
into the
I
room with
did
the
have your
chieftain.
back. You're safe, are you not?
No,
You're
I
safe.
you
asked Lee.
stayed here.
I
Correct, to
asked Lee
You
to
protect
stayed
protect
you.
him.
here.
I stayed here to protect you, and I did.
No, you were supposed to listen to us and you didn't. You made a decision on your own. You made a call on your own. That is not something I would have agreed with. This is your own bed. You're gonna have to lie in it.
I asked Lee
No,
to
I'm
protect
actually
him.
feeling bad for Pacifica.
it's too early for bed.
Yes, it is. It's going to be an early to bed for you tonight, Pacifica.
And Libra, as much as she doesn't like violence when it comes to almost no reason, but some reasons, asks Alicia, should we just take a dagger to his throat?
Balfour was this close
That was very
to
lush.
just stepping in and doing it in front of the orcs as like a show of
Yep, show of we've got this, I guess.
As
So why didn't he?
as Malachi begins to make his way up to
Malachi.
be aware of the situation.
Oh, for heaven's sakes. Okay. What is going on over here? Well, hang on. Malachi saw him kill the orcs.
Yeah, was
And-
Malachi there?
No,
Yeah,
it was
'cause
it was Balfour that was there. Malachi
But
was.
Malachi
can't-
Malachi
Came to
came in
assist.
with
Malachi
me.
was at the door. Yeah.
I was gonna say he was with me as I tackled him. He had already killed him
So,
before
okay.
I got up to him.
Okay.
I got you now. Okay. Malachi comes down and he sees the orc lady bending down, tending to the two dead orcs, and he sees Pacifica bloodied and whatever, and the just color drains from his face. The anger rises, and he's like, "What in the holy hell's happened here?"
Balfour will say, our friend Pacifica decided to be judge, jury, and executioner all in one go.
Pacifica chimes up and says, "What's going on? Are we leaving? What are we doing?"
Malachi turns his back to Pacifica. He looks at the orcus tending to the two buddies. Are either one of them alive? Still.
No.
He turns to the wasn't there a third orc that lived or something?
There's
Right.
the orc I have charmed.
So
Okay, but weren't there
to answer that, there were only
wives.
two bad guys that came up. Pacifica had his melee with them, slayed both of them. The chieftain's wife, mistress, whatever, who escorted you out, is now here in the middle. She was checking on her clanmen, and then your whole conversation ensued. Shortly after the conversation started, the other female orc who had initially escorted you to the chieftain's room has now made her way back in this hallway, and she had called out, "Oh my goodness, what happened?"
okay. So Malachi is gonna ask Balfour what happened to the orcs.
They saw us in the hallway. They are armed because they look like they are on patrol. They walked towards us without any hurry. Pacifica started to get upset. I warned the two orcs that he was being unreasonable and was likely to attack them. And then he attacked them.
But I did tell him to stop.
You told them to stop.
I don't understand. I don't understand what's going on. I don't
Sorry,
understand.
I'll back up. I'll back up and say he tried to give them orders in their own home, and when they did not listen to his orders given in a completely different language,
It's the only language
they
I can speak.
continued.
Well, Balfour,
Yeah.
don't
Just because
you
I'm not
speak
as smart
orc?
as you.
I do speak orc. I did try to warn them that he was likely to attack, and that they should be ready to defend themselves, since he was likely to make the first move.
Did he make the
And
first move?
Pacifica did hit first.
Was he provoked in any sort of way?
Well, they were armed because they're guards on patrol.
Well, this is their home. Like, they're allowed to be armed in their own home. But did they?
Yeah, no, they
make any
just
sort of move?
they just walked up.
I chime in and I say in Orcish to the wife and ask, what do you find the punishment to be? So we can get on our way to help. with
Malachi's
what you
gonna
need.
draw his sword and say, "I'll cut him right here, right now."
So evil.
No,
So
Malachi would not say that.
Okay, fine. I don't say
Valfir
that.
would. Valfir would though. Or he might not say it, but
Well, think
if
of it
need
this way.
be, he would
Malachi is
step forward.
really think of it this way. Malachi is kind of over the group. We kill children for no reason. We attack them unarmed for no reason. And so he's angry at this point. So just yeah, anyway.
Pacifica says, "Listen, guys, let's just get out of here and be done. We need to get out of here. This is not right. This is not going well. We need to get out. Can we get out of here with no more blood? Let's go. This is getting silly."
We're waiting
Malachi's
for the response of the orc wife.
Yeah, Malachi says it's their home. They will decide your fate.
And Pacifica tries to like physically push his way past the orc wife lady, and she kind of startled by that, and she says, "Oh my goodness, oh, I'm sorry. You said he's your prisoner? Can you not control him? A punishment for something like this? I don't know. We've never had this before. I'd have to consult Otto."
You're the one here.
No. I don't make those decisions. I'm gonna go get Otto.
Yeah, we can bring him before
And
Otto.
She starts running down the hallway.
Or, do you guys think Balfir should just slash his throat and we should run?
And Pacifica is very casually just walking his way down.
Oh no, he's not. We would not let him walk.
Muriel
will call to her orc friend and be like, "Grab him."
And she responds to, "What? What do you want me to do? You want me to stop him? He's big." Hey.
Bigger than an orc?
And she just says, "Hey, stop." Now, remember, she's unarmed. And he has a bloody two-handed sword and 2 dead orcs in front of her.
Well, let Malachi block him then.
Why not just go?
What happens
We're
if
making a mess of things. Just go.
Well, let's go try to catch him. And by try to catch him, we'll all just run out.
Licia just casually just starts walking forward, just muttering to herself under her breath.
I start to slowly follow.
Okay, I guess I'll follow them too.
As we're doing that, should we actually run really fast and hide the other body?
No, all of those bodies I was planning to lay on Pacifica.
Okay.
As we walked out, I was planning to be like,
he did it.
Like, this is all his mess.
Yeah,
we thought we were helping by turning him in. Here's your bad guy. You're welcome. Give us
Pacifica
arrows.
is casually like walking quickly. He's just all upset in a huff, making his way through this dining room, making his way toward the door. Alicia, with some pause, as you guys were negotiating or debating of what the hell to do, she said, "Screw this, guys. Let's stop jerking around." And she starts kind of making her way down the hallway here as well, in following, I don't want to say pursuit, but following the lead of Pacifica. I think I heard Rayla say the same, right?
Yeah, I'm just going to start slowly following them.
The whole group would, I assume. As Muriel passes her orc friend, I'm going to go get... we'll get the one who did this and the promise we had from the keep, and we'll be back in 3 days.
Oh, okay. It'd be nice to see you again.
I know, right? I look forward to it. Maybe we'll have like lunch or something. It'll be nice.
But
you just hear Licia go, "Muriel, come on."
Oh, okay. Bye.
But please, no more bloodshed.
No, we won't have this guy. Yeah, don't worry about it. It's all his fault. Okay, bye.
And you guys are able to make your way back to the exit here of the cave.
I was so scared.
Wait, we're not out. Are we out yet, though? I mean, do we
I
hear
know,
the
I know. Like I'm not.
auto?
I want to be outside. I want to be outside. I
Okay.
want to be back in the safety of the trees.
But ladies, we are at a good stopping point. It's 8 o'clock.
Ah!
We're going to leave you just over here with the 3 dead ones that you dragged in as you are trying to extract yourself from the mess that has been created here in the orc cave. Now, mind you, it's been collective as heck. Pacifica was even told to shoot the unarmed lady and just followed instruction, followed by Rayla, who also shot the unarmed woman.
He's being absolutely thrown under the bus.
Yes, he
Like,
is.
Completely
And
sacrificed.
you guys were throwing yourselves under the bus by trying to argue, and that's why Lucio's just like, I'm just leaving. I'm just...
This is great. This is why we need you.
That is good. All right, ladies, that was a good session, I think.
Oh yeah, that was. I was. Oh. That was
Now
stressful.
debate on if we want to just.
Erica, you
And
make me
Pacifica.
laugh. The emotions that you share, the anxiety that it creates for you, amuses me. It entertains me.
Scary.
And
finding it's not this
Rin's
scary.
reactions always entertain me. Her reactions to the antics, the shenanigans of the group.
Honestly, the thing-
the very often the oh my god expression that she has.
We get here. How?
Honestly, the thing that got me tonight was the whole shopping mall thing. Walking.
Oh, the reference to wall walking. It's raining out. We want to go for a walk. Like the mall.
Just
I don't think they
us.
have malls in this land.
No, they don't. But
Oh, that was
Okay.
that made my night.
So you got yourself into a bit of a pickle. You'd somewhat
Yeah, no
sort
kidding.
of talked your way out of it.
I loved Lucy's like stepping forward and being like, okay, look, this is what's actually going down.
Get out of my way.
This realistic. I'm
Yeah,
gonna.
if you
straight
noticed,
with
the
you.
entire time I was like, they just kept talking, and I was just staying silent, and then I was just like, no.
Yep.
Okay.
Stop jerking around. It's time to get down to
Perfect.
business. So, all right. So
Lovely.
let's talk about scheduling, please, if we could, for a moment. Okay.
We're still live if you want.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Then I shall
into
terminate
that.
that here in just a moment.
Thanks everyone for watching. I'm glad the stream worked this time.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. I'm glad it worked out well. That's watching.